You know what I'm saying? You gotta just look at emotion as a part of a dream. You know what Martin Luther King is?
Absolutely.
All right, so you know he had a dream.
He did have a dream, absolutely. But it's all about energy too, because we reading this book called The Energy Buzz. Like they making us read it at work. They bought us a book, and that's actually a good read.
Where you work at that niggas is making y'all read books?
I'm a general manager for Comfort Suites.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
But the fact that them niggas making y'all read books.
Hey, listen, the last book I read before that was in jail. So I don't read books. I mean, I read the Bible, but other than that, man,
I don't read books. I read bitches.
They literally told me, they said, read 9 chapters. Okay, well, I'm gonna read 9 chapters. They gave us a study guide. We went and read it.
Niggas tell me to read 9 chapters. He's lying.
Hey, but when you read those 9 chapters and it kind of like it resonates, I felt like it was like I needed to read that right then and there, because talking about this guy, he like had a flat tire. The flat tire went to an argument with his wife. Why? Because she told him he needed to fix the spare. Well, him being him, he didn't go fix the spare. So now his tire blows. His car's out of business, so he's trying to inconvenience his wife. Well, she on a tight schedule just like him.
But the thing is that if we married, I can never do anything that can inconvenience.
Absolutely.
Because everything about.
But if you take a kid to school, like, you know, like he was trying to change her whole route.
Well, we got to reroute the program because we down to one.
They also had negative energy in a marriage that you could tell, because in the book it's talking about she responded aggressively because
she don't want that nigga no more.
True. Either that or, bro, that's what's wrong with a lot of like relationships, bro. Is like a lot of shit that go wrong with people, bro. Is how you respond to shit. Because if I ask you a question and you just fly off the handle, I'll be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you talking to, man? Type shit.
And they be hitting me with that at work too, because they be like, Nathan, your voice resonates. So how you respond, like we were in rooms and they're checking them and she's finding dirty stuff, but her voice never raised whatsoever.
Right.
She was getting her point across without having to raise the energy in the room.
Yeah.
And she was like, if you could learn to do that, you would be golden, because sometimes.
But at the same time, a lot of people consider that more condescending.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I try to.
Now you're trying to talk to me like I'm a child. You feel me?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, this is not right. You should be doing, you know what I mean? Like, it just depends on it. Everything is a perception. I think it just depends on how you take something. If you have bad energy towards a person, your first instinct is to throw a jab.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes, I say most of the times, we don't even know we're doing it.
Nope.
Until somebody puts it in our face. Let me intro the pod real quick, because we got to get back into that conversation.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Let's rock. Your headset down there. We only usually when we play music and shit.
Welcome to the lounge, man. The only place to kick it.
Ooh,
you know, we had to take a little break, but we back now, you know. We gonna get into it.
Yes, sir. Bullshit ain't Natado. You did.
Live time to release.
Yes,
Yeah, you already know who it is. It's your motherfucking boy, Sleepy motherfucking Vegas, man. Mr. Put him to sleep and wake him the fuck back up. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. I like that intro joint, though. Subtle.
Absolutely.
I need more jazz horns, though. I'm going to see if he'll make one with us with some more jazz horns.
Jazz?
You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we got to have that laid back kicking and vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you walk into a lounge.
Yeah,
type shit, yeah.
He said he go start doing elevator music, y'all.
Yeah, nah. Like some blues. You feel me?
Okay.
Like jazz blues. That's the kind of jazz I like. I like the jazz blues. You know what I mean? I can listen to music with no sound, with no words. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I like music, so the sound.
Every part of music plays a key part.
I listen to Kenny G's album and he don't say a word.
Absolutely.
He played the saxophone.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You feel me? So
It's a beautiful talent, though.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to the motherfucking lounge, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your man, Jamin, Timothy. And y'all already know what I do. I do everything. I'm Mr. Him around. I'm Mr. Him all around. I'm Mr. All around him. I'm Mr. When you want to get down. I'm Mr. We can get down. I'm Mr. I had to put a nigga in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you definitely did. Choke that nigga like 16.
Respectfully, man, in real life, when you look at what you're doing with yourself, you always make decisions to move for you. So with that being said, man, welcome back to the lounge, man. A couple weeks out. Actually, we haven't because we still hit y'all with the Steve episode, so y'all wouldn't do no better. But shout out to all the people that was calling, hit me up, asking, want the episode. We do this shit for y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Sleep already intro himself doing the intro because that's what he trying to do now. I think that's his new thing or something.
That's my new thing. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to feel like I'm rapping and talking at the same damn time. You feel me?
Okay.
Multi-talented. Okay.
And we got a special guest in the room, man. And for the most part, we let our guests introduce themselves. So tell the people who you are.
I'm NAT, not at all to be expected. You know, Nate Smith. That's me.
Explain to him what that is for.
I mean, you know, I started as Nasty Nate when I started rapping and doing music, but you know, that was kind of thrown on me. And then I would go to shows and people would just be like, I didn't expect that from you. So when I thought about my name, NATE, not at all to be expected. So I like people to, you know, sometimes I don't show my smart side, sometimes I don't show my talents. And, you know, when I choose to, they be like, what?
But what is that though? Why wouldn't you give everybody everything?
Because I don't, you keep a small circle because you want to keep positive energy around you. So, you know, I'm very, I protect my peace. So I don't let everybody in. I kind of, you know, keep some people at a distance because if you let everybody have everything that you have, then what is there to, you know, shock the world?
You can't let everybody have
everything. And if I show you what I have, and then you're like, oh, that's a great idea, and then it blows up, you know,
then that just means it wasn't meant for you.
Absolutely.
But I don't believe in the small circle. Well, I believe in like you gotta have a core set of homies or friends or family that you fuck with.
But networking is absolutely.
But I never look at. I always look at what I call adventurism. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I want to meet motherfuckers because I don't ever want to be the nigga that think I know it all. Yep. So I want a motherfucker to put me up on something I ain't never heard. You feel me? I want a motherfucker to show me something I ain't never did. And sometimes that's stepping away from your small circle. You feel me? We went on vacation one year, and my sister had brought one of her homegirls. And her homegirl had made a point, and it was a very good point to me. She said, she was like, we be going on vacation with all these crazy assholes talking about their friends, right?
Yeah.
She said, but I be having more fun when I do it by myself because I get to step outside and meet other people. Absolutely. I ain't stuck. You feel me? So that's why I always enjoy meeting new people. I'm one of them niggas, I feel like I never met a stranger.
Yeah.
If I meet you, you gonna end up fucking with me by the time we walk away from it.
I work with people all day, you know, in hospitality. I run a hotel, so I see new people all day, and I'm very inviting, but I keep people around me that I know have good intentions. I keep people around me that are headed in places. I keep smart people around me because, you know, we all have a past. And if I incorporate my energy around the wrong type of people, I know that I could instantly become who I used to be. And if you asked me 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, if I would be where I am right now with the person that I am right now, you know, doing the things that I'm doing right now, no. So, and I think that's from shutting myself out because I used to be that dude on Facebook that couldn't get friend requests because I had too many. I was out here doing shows and trying to meet new artists and all of that. And at the end, when I went through a rough patch in my life, 17 days, I sat in a box by myself, just wanting to die every day. And at that point, I had to do something. And I found myself at church. And when I went to church, they did a fast. And when they talked about this fast, I was like, man, I'm not sacrificing no food. And he hit me with something that was life-changing. He said, it don't have to be food.
Fasting can be anything.
Fast, something that controls your everyday life.
Yep.
So I chose social media. So I went away from Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, anything that involved other people. And I just took 21 days to focus on me. And that's what I needed. And it brought the best side of me. And since then, I've only seen my life progress. So I'm inviting to new people in all energies. So, but it has to be for a purpose or a reason. And if I don't see you, like, I respect the crap out of this man right here because he's an entrepreneur, always got his hands in something, trying something new, pushing, grinding, talking good about people, you know? So it's like, I want to keep that around me. I want to make time for him and his wife and his family because they going in a positive direction. If you head in a negative direction, yes, I will talk to you and I will give you motivational quotes and advice and energy. But at the same time, I can't focus myself around taking me and my family around that. So I kind of closed myself off to just like select few people. But I ain't never met a stranger either. I can get into a room with 10,000 people and act a fool. I'm getting, like, if you ever see me perform, I don't never stay on no stage. I'm in the crowd, in a face. I've done dance on people's girls. Like it's just, you know, I like to have fun and I want them, you know, you're always at a disadvantage because what I can do, he can do. And what he can do, you can do. It's all about when you get that opportunity to take it to the next level, they gonna remember me. Not at all to be expected. They gonna remember me. When I leave the room, they gonna be like, dude, Nate, he's crazy.
So I agree with a lot of that you just said. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I agree people can do what people do, but everybody can't do it at the same level. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I understand that though. I understand what
it's like the coldest little nigga in the hood on the hoop court.
Like,
okay.
But then he get to college and can only average 2 points. Cause everybody cold.
Ronnie James?
Because everybody cold.
Hey, but look,
you see what I'm saying?
LeBron did the ultimate gangster shit when it came to his son, bro. He put his son, like a lot of people it's like,
nah, they
mad because, now check me out, they mad because the boy,
I like this.
The boy get into the league only because his dad, which is cool. But check me out from this perspective.
CEO's
like,
been doing it for 100 years.
But what else is he supposed to do as a father? Ain't us as parents supposed to help your child get in the best position you can put him in? So if he can help his son get into the NBA, bro, why are we mad at that?
I don't know he put his son in the best position, though.
Why not?
Because you look at Caitlin Clark right now. Caitlin Clark shattering stuff. Okay. I know it's different. It's different. But because she come with them accolades, because she come with them record-breaking performances, they are targeting her.
Right.
When LeBron James comes into the league,
her too.
they are going to try to bully that man.
And guess what? That's exactly the reason why his first year or two in the league, he gonna play right beside his dad.
And the one person going to Phoenix and with his uncle Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and the one person that they respect and fear in the league is LeBron. Bro, listen, as a father, I respect LeBron because if it's my son and I play in the league and I can put my son in the league, it don't matter if his son only lasts 5 years in the league. Guess what? He is paid for the rest of his motherfucking life regardless.
To me, though, it's another like LeVar Ball situation.
LeVar
got his boys to the league, but he put the pressure so high on Lonzo Ball, and I feel like that's what derailed his career. Well, I don't feel like Lonzo Ball ever reached injury yet.
Derailed his career, bro.
Look, Lonzo shoes derailed his career.
Absolutely. Them shits was crap. Nah, bro. If Lonzo never gets hurt, bro, Lonzo's still
one of the best point guards.
Yeah, you feel
in the league.
Like, yes, sir.
Like defensively, Lonzo was locking niggas down.
I'm a Lakers fan, and I'm not I'm
I
not a
think he
huge
played it-
Lonzo Ball fan.
I think he played his best ball away from the Lakers, though.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I can
And-
say that.
Chicago.
In New Orleans, too.
Because but you gotta
Yeah.
understand, it's another situation
I
where he
forgot he went
needed
to
a
New Orleans.
fresh start. Because Lonzo Ball's expectations was this. Then they come out, he can't shoot. He can't hit the right side of a barn. 30%. Like what?
But he couldn't shoot. Oh, shit. Why?
And his shooting frame, they was like, why do you shoot like this? Like, why don't you shoot like this? You
Hey,
know,
bro, for the same reason why they fucking did the same shit to Markel Fultz and fucked this whole jump shot up. Number 1 fucking draft pick to the Philadelphia 76ers. They changed this jump shot and then traded the nigga because he couldn't shoot over 30%, bro.
and then he got out
Like,
of the league.
but look at now he's still in the league. He played for the Orlando Magic. But look at Tyler, the Halliburton nigga. They wanted to change his shot, and the homie from Golden State, what's his name, Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr told the Pacers when they got him, man, leave that boy shot alone.
Absolutely.
You feel me? That boy, it doesn't.
That's
bro.
what his shot. You can't judge his shot because that's what got him here. If
And
he,
the
obviously,
The other ugly shot motherfucker that used to be in the league and a lot of people forgot about, bro, is Sean Marion.
Mm.
That boy's
Yeah.
shot used to be ugly, but that shit go in though, bro. Like it doesn't
he survived on dunks, though. I think.
Yeah.
Marion.
Yeah. Hey, he still had
He's
the
hiding.
ugliest shot in the fucking world, man.
Mm.
But yeah, man. So how is
Not
the hotel life, man? Like, is that a career that you gonna be in for the rest of your life, or do you want to own a hotel one day, or what's up?
I mean, obviously, just getting the experience of like the business aspect of it, because it's way more than people expect. They're like, oh, you check people in and check people out. I be wanting to choke them out because it's way more than that. You know, I'm constantly in meetings, constantly trying to staff, constantly trying to train, constantly trying to make sure rooms are clean and laundry's done and there's stuff on the shelf. So it's like, it's time consuming, but you get into a good point. Like, I feel like I got 4 cornerstones right now. I have a great maintenance man. The hotel is like 4.5 years old, but it's been badly maintained since day one. So you need somebody in there that's taking care of your investment because you got somebody that's put some bread into something, you know. My company is small. They got 10 hotels, but they trying to acquire 20 more. So, and they getting ready to build a dual property right across the street. And when they build a dual property, they'll have one of every one of the large brands. They'll have Marriott, they'll have a Hilton, they'll have an IHG, and they'll have a
Right there in
yeah, that's saying they gonna own that whole
crazy.
block. Everyone.
I mean, I can understand why though, because it ain't nothing but open land right there.
And if you don't know, they talking about bringing Golden Corral to Dry Ridge. They talking about bringing a lot of things to Dry Ridge because Dry Ridge is about to become the new Florence.
And guess what?
Florence is about to become the new Cincinnati, and Cincinnati going to become the new state. That's the way I look at it because that arc, if you don't know or you ain't never been, you need to go. I was the first time I went, I was not impressed. The second time I went was like 2 years later. I was mind blown. I went on a tour. The people like explained to me, the ark is like 85% biblical fact. There's 15% that is perceptive fact that, like they got sculptures like Noah's sons in the Bible. They don't never talk about what Noah's sons would look like at 6, 8 years old. They talk about them being tens of thousands of years alive, but
hey, if you gotta like that. But go ahead, bro. I'm listening to you.
But yeah, I mean, like it's crazy to see how many people come from all over the world just to see this in Dry Ridge, Kentucky. I tell people, I'm like, it's crazy to think that you just drove here from Washington. You just drove here from Texas straight because you wanted to come see the Ark. So then I went again. I went February 14th on Valentine's Day. I went on a tour. And again, it was like I had never been there. They constantly growing. There's things coming to the Ark that people don't even realize. So like when you go into the Ark and you get your tickets and you go up to the Ark, so you get on this bus and you go to the Welcome Center, they're going to reroute those buses and tear down that welcome center and build a lifelike replica of Jerusalem. So you're gonna come into Jerusalem and then go on party.
My fault, y'all.
That's gonna be different. I've been there once before. We definitely might go back. Me and my wife and her parents and shit went up there.
Want some cool facts?
What's up?
So it's the tallest, largest wooden structure in the whole world, but it also has the second largest restaurant in the whole world. It fits 17,000 people in a restaurant.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that.
If you took every piece
I say this: if the world flood again, that motherfucker gonna float.
Hey, you know it. You know it.
It's gonna float,
You
bro.
know
I'm telling you, people gonna be rushing, bro. Gonna be rushing and get to that motherfucking boat, man.
Absolutely,
for sure.
So you take your hospitality as a career?
I mean, I'm very happy where I'm at. I want to be in where
or
I'm
is it
sitting.
or is it just being like the nigga in charge? Doesn't matter where it's at.
It does matter. Hospitality kind of pulls you back because you think like I'm a caring type of guy. So if you're going through something, I'm gonna try to help you, regardless if I know you or just met you, right? So imagine being 400 or 500 miles away and something goes wrong. It's not like you can go right down the street and go home and be upset about it. You literally, it can shatter something that you've been building for a year. So just like being able to help people in correct situations. The only reason why I got into like being a general manager is because this guy would come and say, I got this problem. And I have to be like, I'm gonna call my manager and figure it out. What? Nobody wants to hear that. They want to know I'm getting my money back. This is going to happen. Or you going to do this? But I do want to make it into a career. I don't want to be a 20-year general manager. I want to be a director of operations. I want to be a vice president. I want to be a chief operation officer. I want to be an owner. I want to learn how to build hotels and kind of change the game a little bit. Like, if you don't know, they getting ready to turn Newport on the Levee into a hotel.
Yeah, half of it already is.
Yeah, so they getting ready to
It's
turn
Margaritaville.
Yep, they getting ready to turn that into a hotel.
I mean, it only makes sense though.
Yeah, definitely does.
It makes sense though.
But yeah, I think I want to be in a hospitality field. I don't really care for customer service. I've done it. People are nasty and rude, and it's fast paced. Hospitality, you can kind of like slow it down. You can kind of like game plan, and if you have the right team, it can be fun. It's not physically hard. It's just mentally challenging.
Wow, Skeezy. That's what's up.
So you married?
Absolutely.
How long you been married?
I've been married almost a year. Kind of got a crazy love story though. We only dated for 99 days and got married.
Well, you know, people done did it faster than that, nigga.
Hey, I used to have this policy. With friendship or relationship. If you can't survive the Walmart return policy, you got to go. So 90 days. That's what you got, you know?
So you open the business up. Why it don't matter whatever you want to do, nigga. Refrigerator, you know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm the director. We do whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, he's giving that to you.
Shit. Death Row Records. Uh-oh.
Now that's Happy Dad.
Happy Daddy?
You never had a Happy Dad?
No. I'm about to be a taste tester. If you ain't never had one, I'm about to tell you if it's good.
Yeah, you feel me?
Happy Dad, my nigga.
I like it.
Oh,
gonna get you right.
Happy Dad. Yeah, you heard me?
But Happy Dad ain't got no. I mean, the calories is low.
I can tell you.
Everything about it low.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying? But so when you met your shorty, right? Matter of fact, let me ask you this first. What's your most important value in a woman?
Her ability to, if I was to drop dead tomorrow, ability to know that she would stay and she would teach my children the things that I'm trying to teach them in life.
So can you 100% for a fact say that she gonna do that if you was to die tomorrow?
Absolutely. She's built an amazing relationship with my children over 11 months that I've been with people for 7.5 years. She's already spoke more words, done more actions, and made more memories with that person.
Okay, so these her kids too?
I do have some of her kids, but I don't separate them. I
know, but what I'm saying is like you got kids outside of her.
Yes. We have no kids together.
No kids together.
No.
How many y'all got total?
8.
8 kids total, right?
I got 5 and she's got 3.
And you say you value the way. she treats your kids. So you value her motherhood.
Absolutely.
So
it was like crazy. When we met, I was at Speedway. I walked in for my shift, and I'll never forget, it was Akeem and Sarah standing right there running the register. And this little boy standing behind the register on the other side of the counter. Like, you're not supposed to be there. So, as a store leader, I walk in and I'm like, what is he doing? They're like, I don't know who he is. I'm like, young man, I'm going to have to ask you to step on the other side of the counter. Well, my wife now pop around the corner like, he got more right to be here than you do. And I was like, oh, I love her. Like, so that was like, and then like she would come into she used to work at that Speedway. So she would come in, get drinks, talk to Jared, and me and her son, he used to call me Tall Man. So if I was in the freezer stocking and they went there, he'd come look for me. Like, what's up, Tall Man? What you doing? And I'd be like, what's up, buddy? You want to fight? Like just trying to. It just felt like he needed a positive male. No, seriously, with her, it was different. Like, we didn't even fuck.
Even if you wasn't trying to, but you knew what you was on.
I knew that
you
she
was
caught
ready to
my
pick that
eye.
little nigga up, throw him in the air. Like,
If I knew this, but at the same time, like, it was different. Like, I wasn't even chasing that 3 weeks we was together before we ever did anything, and that's a short period of time. But that's a respectful amount of time for me, because it used to be 6 days, 6 hours, 6 minutes. We ain't crap. See you later,
Yeah.
But with her, it's
make sure you turn it on.
Trying to learn her, because once you've been hurt the way that I was hurt the first time I was married, that shit broke me. That broke my soul. So I didn't even want to find a relationship. I ended up in a situationship that made me very unhappy. And then she came along, and bro, she was a true rider. Like, I was like, I'm letting you know, my ex live in this room. I stay in the living room. We don't do nothing. We don't like each other. None of that stuff. And even D was telling me, bro, like, you need to get away from old girl, bro. I'm telling you, I got this vibe. She gonna kill you in your sleep.
Hey, yeah.
Bro. She wanted to be with me, and I didn't want to be that. And then the final push was she came to me, and she was like, I need to tell you something, like, as just a person. And I respect like what she was trying to do, but what she did made me like say, I don't never want nothing to do with you on that level ever. Hey. She was doing drugs that I don't approve with in my house around my kids, and I had to cut it. I was like, you mean to tell me you dabble with methamphetamine in my house? Like, you on high watching my kid? Oh no,
that's ultimate disrespect.
Yeah, ultimate disrespect.
So you never knew that before y'all got together, or like while y'all was together, you wasn't seeing like her the decline.
I met her at a job. Yeah, we was at a job, and we started working together, and then we lost touch for a while, and then she came back during my storm, and like my wife, we had a car together, and she took off in the car, and like she was smart, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she got me good. She called like the security company of the cars, like, what is that, Allstate or whatever? OnStar, yeah. Okay. OnStar, Allstate.
He said Allstate.
OnStar, and she set up an account on a car that I didn't even need her as a co-signer, but she was my wife. So I put her on the car because like that's what you do when you love somebody. Like, you want them to feel a sense of security too.
I mean, what builds everybody's credit together?
Yeah, absolutely. And what builds together is us. You know what I mean? So when it came down to it, and it's so fucked up how it went down, because I literally left to go to Alabama to bury my best friend. He had died of COVID pneumonia. Straight out of the blue. And so I went down. I kept asking her to go, and she was like, nah, I can't get off work. And so I ended up going with my friend DJ, and we drove all the way down there, and we got there 30 minutes before it started, because I went to worked 10 hours, got off work, and drove straight to Birmingham, Alabama. And we pull up. I'm like ready to go to sleep. I went in there, I said my condolences, and then as we're putting my best friend into the hearse to take him over, I'm trying to call my wife to like grieve. You know what I mean? Like, I just had to speak at my best friend's funeral. Like, this was hard. This was a dude that I talked to probably 6 hours a day on the phone. Like we just kicking it because we live states apart. But I tried to call my wife and it went straight to voicemail. And then I went to Facebook and I was blocked. And I went to Snapchat and I was blocked. I went to TikTok and I was blocked. And I'm like 500 miles away. And the crazy thing is like on my way down there, I don't know if y'all remember a couple years ago, there was a really bad tornado that went through Kentucky, like the eastern part.
Yeah,
Well, that's when
Mayfield, Kentucky.
Paducah and shit.
yeah. So I had to drive right through that. And there was a part where
that's I-24.
There was a part, the last time I ever spoke to my wife for 17 days it was like 2:00 in the morning, and we got off on this exit, and we're at this gas station, and all the lights just went out. And all you seen was like purple wind going by the car. The car is like shaking. And I'm like freaking out. Me and a grown-ass man in the car like, bro, we need to call somebody that we love because we don't know if we're going to make it through this. So I called my wife. And that was the last conversation that I had with her for 17 days. Because when I buried him and I realized there's something wrong, I thought that something happened back home with like the tornado or something.
Right.
So I'm rushing back to Kentucky and I get there and there's nothing in my house.
I knew it was going to be that.
Except the wedding dress, the wedding ring. I mean, everything was gone. So I come home and I'm like, what?
That's funny.
So I go to bed. I
waited to excel his ass.
Yeah.
But listen, it gets better. So I go to bed. I wake up the next morning, my car's gone. I'm like, police, like my car missing. They like, well, what did you do yesterday? I came back, blah, blah, blah. I mentioned something about my wife. They was like, are you sure she don't have it? And I'm like, well, no, because I haven't talked to her. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Long story short, she did. She had my car. And when I would go to this girl Incorporated, because she picked me up, we went to her job because I found out where she worked. And my car was there. So I jumped in the car to take the car back.
She off the chain.
She didn't have OnStar shut the car off. So like my car, when I tried to start it, it said error. And I'm like, what? So like I'm tripping because I feel like I'm doing some Grand Theft Auto stuff on my own car. Because I was, But yeah, that's how, and then since then, she was letting me stay with her and her mom. And then I ended up getting my own apartment. And this was God telling me not to do it. I applied by myself. She came into the picture. Well, I told the landlord, I said, listen, I need help with this apartment. So I'm going to add this person on. He said, I'm not renting to her.
Yep, he did.
He said, only you and your daughter and your kids. And then if we get into a situation where I see you can't pay it, then we can talk about that. And then D comes to me like, bro, I got this feeling, dude. This girl's going to kill you, dog. And I had this intuition the day before. I said, bro, shut up. Like, his dog's ready to bite me. Because I'm like, bro, shut the don't say that to me. And his dog, and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, because his dogs are protective of him, and I just was like, like, are you kidding me?
No, bro, he ain't capping. Like, I don't know what it was, because I met Shorty a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what it was about Shorty. Like, it was just like when he was talking, it was like the way she was looking at this nigga. Like, it wasn't.
My kids call it the abominable.
Yeah, like, bro, it wasn't one of them like. I'm paying attention to you because you talking looks. It's like one of them like, nigga, I can't wait to get you up out of here looks type
he
shit.
told me
So
that.
I told him, I said the next day he come over, I say, hey, bro, look, check this out. I don't know what it is about Shorty, bro. But I got a feeling she gonna try to kill you, nigga. Because that's the way she look at you.
You never had in that relationship, right? Before she did all that, you never had like that sense that sense, how like me as a nigga, shit, bro. Even when my girl just acting a little different, you feel me? It's like, hold on, what's she on? Like,
Yeah.
like he
Like,
ain't want to work months. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. Did you not want to see?
Bro, but he
what
said he
was
had intuition the day before.
But that's the day before. That's what I'm saying. It had to be shit happening.
Me shit because like I'm usually a calm, caring, like I write beautiful things about my wife on Facebook. I treat her like gold, a queen. I try to always treat women with respect. I got 5 daughters. How I treat my wife is how you better treat my daughter. Because if you don't, we got to go. Right. You know, so I seen like things or whatever, but she used to bring out the worst in me. Like when she would nag, I'm not even gonna lie. I had a 3-drawer dresser over my head, ready to kung fu panda her. That was like towards the end. Like I'm ready to break this chest over your head. Like, and I'm like, she ain't even worth that. Like, bro, get it together.
So in your head, you was really just wanting it to work.
So I told her when we moved in together, I said, we not going to be together. This is not going to be a thing. But then
she cleaned him out too. Bro.
I started getting that feeling like, hey, you know, maybe she isn't the prettiest girl in the whole world, but she really do got some great tendencies to her. Because I don't really care. I done dated some ugly girls in my life, but I done dated some bad girls in my life. You know what I mean?
Ugly is perception too.
Exactly, because in 20 years, you're not going to look like that. You're not going to be that walking model fit body. I'm telling you, it's going to sag. It's going to sag.
It's something that even if a nigga got the ugliest chick in the world, to us, it's something in her
that
makes us than him.
Yeah, absolutely. So I seen a different side of her. Like if I needed something, she was right there. And then through my storm, she was right there. So I said to myself, all right, we're going to go at this slow. I told her, we're going to take 21 days, really get to know each other. And at the end, I told her, I was like, I just don't feel like we mesh. I really don't. So if that makes her my girlfriend at all, okay. But to me, it was more of like a situationship because I needed help with rent. She needed a place to live. I'm trying to better my life because I just went through this hellacious time. This is my first apartment without a girl's name on it. Like no girl can be like, get your shit and get out. And that's how I used to live my life. Like I had to have a girl that had a car, a credit card, and a job. Just 3 things that I needed because I was going to get the most out of that. You know what I mean?
They call it,
and that's a shitty
100 pack.
Hey, I never knew the name till now, but I was on it. Hey, I had about to go to 100 back.
So if your chick had that, he was on
it. No chick had that.
I was on it. You know what I mean? But I used to be a terrible individual. Seriously, like I did not care about nobody but myself. And like I'm very grateful to you mentioned my wife. I'm very grateful to mention my wife. Did not take me very long. We've known each other for a long time, never met, never talked. But like she was with a guy that caused me and my second baby mom to split because he was cheating on her with my baby mom. Like, so and then we have a lot of over there. It's a lot of mutual friends.
Yeah.
And like she's like her grandma, she passed away. And like I knew her grandma years ago because of a girl that I was trying to talk to. She was related, and it was like everything is just, it just feels like we were meant to meet. And if I'm wrong, that's fine by me. But until she prove otherwise, I'm gonna give her everything that I got. That's what I told her.
5 years in, you say the quality's still the same?
We are 2 peas in a pot.
So before you answer, I'll say this. You sleep told you me and my shorty been together 20 years.
Yeah.
Feel me?
That's respect.
What was at the beginning, it ain't up here in the 20s. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying the quality's declined, but I'm saying the way the relationship moved changed how you look at a motherfucker. You feel me? So I love my wife to death. That's my best friend. You feel me? But now, when we argue, it's a little bit more, I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
Because we 20 in. So if it's that deep, then it's a whole nother conversation. But if it ain't that deep, I'm not about to go through it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
like it's got to be deep for me to be like, man, what is we doing?
Yeah.
it can't be over what we eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't feel like we don't have like silly fights.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me?
And if two people really want it, you gotta everything that took you to get the girl, that's how it's gonna take you to keep the girl. You can't appreciate her once a year, but you used to appreciate her every day. You know, like you can't stop taking her on dates. You can't stop making her a priority at some point. Yeah,
but with time, that shit just tends to not happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get more and more immersed in. So when you first get together, everything is like beautiful. It's like sparks. It's like, this is what we doing. We fucking 8 times a day.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and as time goes on, it's like, man, I just got off work. I just want to sit here.
Hey, I've been there and it ain't been that long.
Can we fucking chill for a minute? You feel me? Even with her, she come in. You know what I mean? Stanley Cup bag. You know what I mean? You can tell it's just one of them days that, you know what? We're just going to watch TV. I don't have much to say. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, 5 years in, y'all going to be controlling silence soon. You feel me? What I mean by that is soon, it's not going to be a lot of words speaking every single day. Yeah. But the silence doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means, yo. You know what I mean? Like my nigga, he worked third shift. His girl worked first.
Yeah.
They don't see each other a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
So when they do, if my nigga decide to be silent, you really got to let him be silent. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because this is what he want for his day.
Exactly.
And as a man, or even as a woman, because your girl work, right?
Yeah.
So outside of relationships, when we walk out that door, we go through a lot of shit that either you bring home sometimes or sometimes you just be stewing in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Have you ever caught your shorty stewing and wonder what was going on and she really just didn't want to talk about it, but it really ain't nothing bad enough for you to be tight. But as a man, we like, damn, why she don't want to talk about it?
It's hard to accept that, you know, that's what we be talking about all the time. Like, you got to over communicate. Like, just keep me in the loop. You know what I mean? Because if I don't know, then you hit me with a bombshell and I'm like, oh.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact. Because like I got a homie named Mark, right?
Yeah.
And he always used to tell me, man, I don't tell my wife nothing about work. He said, because that at home is not at work. Yeah. I said, well, who you talking to about it then? And he's like, nobody. He said, if I don't mention it at work, I ain't saying nothing about it. But it's tearing you up.
Yeah.
And
it's affecting his relationship for sure.
That's what it is. So if you can't say nothing at all, period, ever, and every day she saying, how your day? And you like, you grumpy as fuck with it.
On some work shit.
Be like, hey, that shit was fucked up today. Yeah. And that's how I want to say something. You feel me?
Yeah.
I believe that men and women nowadays, because you got 5 ends, so you probably caught before this new wave. You feel me? This new wave, they don't talk and they just post and diss each other. You feel me? Like, you can sit on social media for an hour every day, and you're going to see some bitches that's going to have 5 booze in a week.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How do you maintain a relationship in this new microwave, low tolerance, don't think for yourself era?
Well, I feel like
and that's for you too, Sleep, because you newly married.
I'll say this, bro. With that question,
brother,
in this era of love, the motherfuckers that really care about each other or really looking for love gonna find each other. And the reason why I say that is because you usually don't deal with bullshit when you really looking for somebody to be with. Now, when I'm saying that, like you might mingle with somebody, you might do what you do, but when you really looking for somebody to be with, bro, it's certain shit you don't tolerate when it comes to motherfuckers, bro. Like, oh, you want to hang outside all day, bro? Next.
Yep.
Oh, you want to do this all day? Next.
Yep.
And then you come across that girl that be like, shit, what we doing today? She's just different. She's just different from all the rest of the bitches. And then you start to feel her out, bro. That's how, bro, I met my wife at work, bro. And she from Maine. I'm like, Maine, shit, you don't know nobody around this motherfucker. You're shit. Like, man, let me see what you talking about, bro. And just kicked it off. You feel me? She moved in with me probably a month after meeting me, like, you feel me? She was telling me, like, man, I'm trying to get away from this nigga. Like, he be beating me and shit. You sure you ready for kids? I'm like, girl, I wouldn't start fucking talking to you if I wasn't ready to deal with your fucking kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Kids that make you think though.
But kids would definitely make you think, bro. But you know what? When I first met her, my youngest daughter now, when I first met my youngest daughter, bro, she was like, she turned to me and her mom, like, basically, she was like, hey, that's D. Man, this little girl ran to me, jumped in my arms. Boop.
Damn.
But from that moment, I'm like, yeah, bro, I fuck with her kids type shit. And it's been cool ever since, bro. Like, she called me at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get a ride to the crib because the motherfucker had beat her up and shit. And I called my nigga that lived like an hour and a half away, bro. He just so happened to be 3 minutes from her house when I needed him.
Mm.
You feel me? Like, so it's just different shit, bro. I feel like everything happened for a reason, or everything. I won't say for a reason, but for a purpose.
I feel like in the new wave of love, the only way that me and my wife are gonna make it is if I stay loyal, I stay communicating, and I don't forget what got me her. Because
but do you hold her to them same traits?
You have to.
You have to. Like, if you don't make me feel like this is a 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, you talk about you want to find your 80-20. Yes, I found my 80-20. My wife ain't perfect. She get on my nerves. She made me mad. Bro. She made me want to, sometimes be like, I'm done. You have that in a marriage, but at the same time, she is my 80-20. Everything that 80% of what I need. Like, if I'm stressed at work, she wants to know about my day. She wants to make it better. She like, look, I know I ain't supposed to do this, but I'm about to go back here and fold some laundry for you. You know what I mean? Like, she's helping. But as long as we do 3 things, we stay loyal, we communicate, and we never forget what brought us together. It was a random situation. It had to have been a purpose behind it. And I told my wife, I said, I know why God put me in your life. Because she goes through some of the similar things that I go through. She goes through child support. I got child support. I know how ugly that can get with the courts and all of that stuff. And then, like, she got a baby dad that just does some fucked up shit. And I got a baby mom that does the most fucked up shit. So she don't know how to, like, process that. She's 31 and I'm 36. I'll be 37 in October. She just turned 31. And when I was 30, life just started kind of making sense. I was in group homes from the time I was 11 years old until my 18th birthday. And it was all because I walked into a Walmart with my mom, and my mom was very physically abusive to me. There was a lot of things going on in my life at that time, but I was wrong. I told my mom to shut up. My mom smacked me in the face and I fell to the floor, and the cashier wasn't having it. She went at my mom, and as they was getting at it, I ran. And I've just been through so much abuse in like 7 years that I just went up to they used to have this little payphone, payphones. They still exist or whatever. I don't know. But I went up there and I called 911 on myself. I was like, look, I'm tired of this shit. Tired of being hit. I'm tired of being abused. I'm tired of dealing with what I'm dealing with. And that was the game changer.
That was the ripple effect right there.
Yeah, it was.
It came from Mom Dukes.
It was over. Like, my life I went from living out in the middle of Bufu to living at North Key, because the first place they put me was in North Key. Yeah. They put me in this padded room, and I'm in there like kicking doors, like, let me out. And then I remember I had so much anger because I tried to go to my mom and tell her about some things that was happening, even though she was not the best mom to me either. And she did not protect me whatsoever. And it made excuses. And then when the state got involved, it was over. I was locked up from 11 until my 18th birthday. And then I literally made the decision to go back home. And that was a bad mistake. But that led to me going to the military. So I went to the military, and that taught me a lot about life and, like, how to make sense of some shit, because life didn't make no sense whatsoever when I was 11 until like probably 30. When I got to be 30, I already had accolades. I already am a GM. I'm already a front office manager, been in management for multiple years at that point, got accomplishments and accolades, but life didn't make sense. it all was fast glory because I didn't know how to handle it. But when you slow life down, yeah.
Life really don't slow down till you hit about 30. Cause the 20s, bro, you trying to run the streets, you trying to be outside, bro.
Everybody
when you hit that 30, bro, then I feel like the life hit a switch, boy. Like shit. Go ahead and see this level of life, and then you be like, yeah, let me go ahead and sit the fuck down. So this ain't what I want no more, man. You feel me? Like
that's when I caught a felony. That's what it was for me. And I was in there bitching, and this dude on the top rack, like he got woke up. He was like, "What you in here for?" And I'm like, "Theft of identity." And he was like, "What?"
You in Covington or Newport or Campbell?
I was in Campbell County.
Newport.
So long story boring. I went on this blind date with this girl, and I used to, I didn't have a license. So my brother was like, as long as you don't get in no trouble, just tell him you're me. Well, the girl was driving. She's flying down the AA. We just went to the haunted hospital in freaking Maysville. We're stoked coming back, and we passed this car, and I was like, that's a cop. And she was like, no, it wasn't. And I was like, you're going to see in a minute if you don't pull off right here, because there ain't no other places to pull off. And I got warrants. I got warrants everywhere. Like driving without a license.
Hot boy.
Failure to appear. You can't even
ride with me because I'm warrant. And one warrant, they searching the whole.
You supposed to have more control over that situation. She was She was never supposed to be driving fast.
The definition of putting your life in somebody else's hands.
That's why I drive everywhere.
I would have been driving from the passenger side, like, oh,
I tried telling her, I said, next thing you know,
they looking for me.
Next thing you know, 2 police officers behind my car. And listen, this is so fucked up. So again, I'm telling them my brother. And they searched the car. When we get pulled over, I was with my best friend in the whole world at the time, and then a girl that I'm going first meet, and her sister was his blind date as well. So it was like sisters on blind date with best friends, whatever. So we get pulled out the car.
Go ahead.
We sitting there, and they searched the car. Well, they find the weed that Lee had tried to hide. He was like, man, what are we gonna do? I'm like, well, let's eat the shit. It's like a 20 set. We're gonna go to jail for this shit. He's like, well, then we won't have no weed. When we go to jail, you ain't gonna have no fucking weed anyway,
Yeah, so, on the AA?
Yeah, on the AA out in Campbell County. I could see McDonald's. I wasn't loving it.
Campbell County Sheriff.
So they pull up, and we sitting out there, and they find the weed from Lee. It's sitting right in his floorboard. So they pull him up, put him in handcuffs, put him in a car. And then the shocker was they found a joint in the middle console, so they hit the driver. So they put her in the backseat of the same car. And I thought that was weird because it's male, female, whatever. Well, they like, Marcus, you can go, and you can go before I find a reason to take you to jail. Neither one of us had a license, so we couldn't get in the car and just take off. They start walking. The cop pull right back in, pull his damn gun out, and put me on the ground. Like, get on the ground. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, crazy ass. So I'm laying on the ground, and he come up there, and he was like, you're not Marcus Smith. You're Nathan Smith. Why did you lie to me? And I'm like, hold on.
They told on you.
Somebody told, because there ain't no way you could know I'm not Marcus. If you look at my brother, you would know we look nothing alike. Same height, pretty much weight, but we just look completely different. And we full-blooded brothers. It's crazy. But to know I'm Nathan, somebody told. So I go to jail too. Now, so a girl, she walking by herself. We get there, and I'm like thinking this is some misdemeanor shit, falsifying information to the police like the last one that I got. Nope. Theft of identity, felony, $25,000 bond. I'm like, what? I always been in jail for some
no shit.
Slap on the hand shit. 5 days, failure to appear. You're gonna do pay or stay, shit like that. But that was reality for me when they hit me with that, and it ended up being my best friend who told on me.
Well,
He said,
that's
this is what he said to the cop. He said, well, you want to know how you know it's not my weed? Because he ain't even tell you what his real name is. That's how you know it's his weed. He tried to set me up. He put it in the floorboard over some weed. You soft as hell. You gonna tell on me over a possession of marijuana charge? You soft as hell.
And,
Like I did,
we told you to eat it at the beginning.
I guess my thing. Did he still go to jail?
Yes, he went to jail. Listen,
So
we
he
in
did that for nothing.
we in there together. They didn't separate us or nothing. We sit right next to each other the whole time.
I'd have beat me.
Listen, I go over. He was like, "What's your bond?" And I was like, "I have no idea." Like I was so pissed off, I didn't ask. So I go over there, and they like, "Your bond 25 bands," and I'm like, "What?" Like my bond highest thing had ever been is $500. You know what I mean? Like calling old girl, like, "Come pay this." $25,000 to some people that might not be shit. To me, that's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So I come back there and sit, and he was like, "I don't know how we gonna do it, bro, but I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. I swear."
Bet you the reason I'm in this.
And then when I got my discovery, that's when I was like, "You cheese eating rat ass bastard, Robert A. Slinger, you're a bastard."
Oh shit!
Yeah. He's on paper. He's on paper. God,
Daddy.
dropping names. I ain't never seen that dude since. Never.
That's ill, son. So you learn from that though. You feel me? Cause like
most people be mad about felonies. I'm not mad. It changed me. It taught me you're supposed to follow the law. Okay. If you follow the law, you will never get a felony. That's easier said than done. I get
I disagree.
But at the same time,
the law is fucking for interpretation too.
Man.
It taught me to wake up. You know, like when you catch a misdemeanor, you like, oh shit. Okay, I gotta pay a fine, do some community service. When you catch a felony, you go into these jobs. Like I remember starting at UDF. I'm there for 3 days. They walk in, like, take your apron off, take your name tag off. You fired. You lied on your application. You got a felony. You know, going to these temp services.
That type of shit ain't never happened to me.
Really?
Hell no.
Man,
Have you ever lied about
got
it?
one.
No, I ain't never lied about it, but damn,
That's the thing.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like y'all never had jobs though where I ain't supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's wild. They did
Yeah, they
like that.
just walk me straight out. Like, see ya.
Look, I got
Temp
charged.
services call you one day after work. Like, oh, sorry, we got your background back fully now, and it's, you know, you left that off the application.
Man,
You're
bro,
done.
I
That's
got
what my life goes
I got a felony
Right.
charge that I beat and still get treated like a felon.
Absolutely.
Think about that. I got caught with motherfucking weed and a gun together.
Oh, that's
So
right.
in hand, so I got caught with 2 grams of weed, a scale, nigga, a gun, and like 700 on 420 in 2019 or 2018, bro. Motherfucker hit me with a marijuana possession enhanced by a firearm, which is a Class D felony, bro. So
That's what mine was. But
get to court, nigga. They was like, we dropping the charges. We ain't got enough evidence to charge him. Da 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 da. Cool, nigga. I filled out the application to work where I live at, bro. She called me like, hey, what's the felony for? I'm like, felony. And then that's when I found out, like, yeah, bro, it's still on your record. Like, I gotta go get it expunged. And if the judge decides to say he don't want to expunge my shit, then I'm just gonna be like every time you look me up, it's gonna see that I got charged with a felony, even though I didn't. Like I beat my case.
you know they made that where 7 years is free in Kentucky to expunge that shit.
Well,
If
it
you
ain't
ever
been.
did,
Is
if
it
anybody
been
didn't know.
It ain't been 7.
What?
If you-
Yeah, I know.
like you apply for it, like if you meet a certain criteria income, then you can qualify like a public defender. You gotta, have some, you don't make money.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not hip, July 1st, a lot of shit changed. So if you make $43,800 and you're a salary manager, you don't get paid salary anymore. You get paid
Overtime.
You get paid overtime, so you got to be paid hourly wage. Come January 1st, if you are a salary person and you make 58,000 or less, you must be paid hourly. Because they
So,
talk about that in my
because of the overtime.
Yeah,
because niggas be working
Because
hella hours. And
that's the
not
only
getting-
thing I
I mean,
can ever
yeah,
say
that's
Joe
really-
Biden did right.
That's really how it should be, bro. Like motherfuckers is on salary, working 70 hours a week, getting the
If
same
I know you on
fucking pay.
salary and you're there, I'm calling off.
But then
You know
got
what I mean?
this-
Like,
yeah, you feel me?
You
But
got
then
to go in.
you
I
got
don't.
some shit like a
That's a
motherfucker
fact.
working
Fact.
side by side with you that's doing the same 70, but his check is astronomically higher than yours. Like,
I just worked 43 out of 48 hours at my job. Ask me how much overtime I get paid for that.
Nothing.
0. But when I'm going through a huge transition in like management right now. They went from somebody that let them do whatever and run the whole hotel the way they wanted to me, who's going to be like, this is the way it's going to be no matter what. My best friend work at my job. She know at the end of the day, we not friends here. At the end of the day, I will fire you. That same girl that I was talking about, my ex, that he said, she worked at my job one time and I fired her ass.
So yo, how your girl feel about you, your best friend being a girl?
She's cool. Like then
Is
you
she
can
cool or is it she cool?
So yeah, it's actually funny. So when I got rid of Caitlyn, she was like, it's because you don't let me interview these girls before you get serious with them. So like I would lay my life for my best friend, period. No questions asked. Any one of her kids, her mom, her dad, doesn't matter. Like that's when I had nothing, when I was going through that storm, she let me sleep in her little small little RV. I was living that type of lifestyle, still getting my kids, taking care of my kids. It wasn't ideal, but they made sure I had food. She helped watch my kids. So she got my respect for life. That's my best friend ever.
Right.
And so when we started talking, I was like, so my best friend said you have to go through the interview process. So they started talking. And within minutes, she was like, listen, I never thought I'd tell you this, but I approve. Go for it. Go for it. And since then, like when you get best friend approval, you like, all right, let's go. All right, the best friend said, because you know you're gonna spend a lot of time together. And now my best friend works at my hotel. She does the breakfast there, and she does a great job. But at the end of the day, she knows that when she first started working there, it was hard to turn it off, because I would say something, she'd be like, "Make me come over there and rib shot you," and I'm like, you can't say that here. Like, we can't do that here. Like, what we do outside, we can't do that here, because if I'm doing that with you, D gonna expect to do that to me. I'm gonna tell him to go, fold this laundry. You're gonna be like, yeah, maybe come over there and punch you in the face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that can't happen. It can't.
Professional and shit in a professional workplace.
I love my friends at the end of the day, but if you come work for me, there's a different type of nature of our relationship. I expect the same material because I'm not scared to get a toothbrush and scrub the whole damn floor. If that's what it takes to get a 10 out of 10 on a review and get a bonus for me so that I can help my team make more money, because when I get a bonus, I don't just keep my bonus. I distribute it to my hardest workers because I appreciate them. And the way that people get paid in the United States of America is crazy. Like, I don't know, in others, like California, it's like $21 an hour now. Like, if you have 500 or more employees nationwide, that's why a lot of businesses closed in California recently, because if you have nationwide 500 more employees, you had to pay them what they were worth, and they upped it to $21 an hour in California. Could you imagine paying $21 an hour for McDonald's to run it?
I mean, they get 16, 17 right now,
which makes it hard for me to staff because I can only hire people for like $13 an hour.
Yeah.
And they like, what? You want me to work? And then I get hate mail.
I go to Arby's for 19.
I get hate mail. Like, motherfuckers be like, you should be ashamed for posting that. And I'm like, ashamed? I need help. What the fuck you mean?
The thing about those type of salaries, you gonna get them type of workers, though. You ain't nobody that's trying to go crazy.
And that's why I try to tell them.
Unless it's like a little old lady that's trying to make some extra bread.
Exactly.
But I don't know. It's all about people.
Listen, in Dry Ridge gang, you only gonna get
$10, $11 an hour,
and you only gonna get the bottom of the barrel employees, unless it's your friend that's like, bro, look, I'm just gonna come get some extra bread with you, bro.
But do you travel?
Yeah.
Do you travel?
No.
Do you travel?
I mean, you know,
We get amazing hotel discounts.
Okay.
So like,
why we go out
the
of
Radisson charging motherfuckers $200-$300. I'm staying there for $40-$50.
Okay.
I'm any of these hotels that my sister getting ready to come into town, I'm gonna check in her room
my nigga alone,
because I'm gonna do it as an employee discount instead of a friends and family. But if y'all ever need discount on a hotel room, please come talk to me.
Yeah, that's for us only though. You don't get.
And if you don't know, if you get a bad service at a hotel, if you just put on one of them reviews, I had a 7 out of a 10. It auto generates to the company and they get involved. You have 72 hours to respond to that customer. If you don't, you automatically get $175 fine. Automatically. Then they gonna close the case from you. They gonna take over. They gonna call D like, what happened? He gonna tell them, right? They gonna refund his whole stay. Right. Plus they gonna give him 10,000 points.
Right.
And you gonna pay for this,
bro.
I'm telling you, never fucking.
No, he talking at you.
Hey,
don't tell shit.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, this girl, she just scammed us out of so much money.
And then shit y'all
So did you know, like, you can go on TripAdvisor right now. You can go talk shit about anybody's hotel. Never even stay there. So we used to tell you, we give the employees for reviews. They get their name on a review. They get $10.
Okay.
So this girl's going on there making 40, 50 reviews like someone actually stayed there. She walking away with like 21 reviews. You do the math, that's $210. She make $13 an hour on top of that. Plus, at my hotel, bro, my best friend worked there. Like I said, one day she got a $75 gift card to a restaurant, a $50 cash tip. That alone, you figure that if you get an extra, if you work 8 hours and get $80 in tips, you make $10 more an hour. So instead of making 13, you making 23. So that's what I tell my employees. Yeah, you might only make $13. Be nice to these guests. Find a way to get them to remember you. Crack a joke. Tell them something about the Ark. Get a review. $10. Okay. In that hour, you just make $23 an hour. You ain't sledged no rock. You ain't poured no concrete, but you making money because I done did fencing for $16, $18, $20 an hour. You know what I mean?
Right. Now you talking though.
Yeah,
that's what they gotta do.
I can't even wake up and get up on the 3rd.
I make about 27 if I'm breaking down from salary. So I do all right to run a hotel.
Yeah.
And plus the discounts. And plus, when I send a family and friends discount, when y'all stay, I get points for that shit. So I ain't never stayed on my discount yet. And I'm a gold member. So when I pull up, I ain't got to park all the way down there.
Ooh.
I pull in the elite park. You know what I mean? And then at 11 o'clock on the last day of my stay, and I don't want to check out, I'm elite status. I get a 2-hour checkout no matter what. And if I get to a diamond, they can't even make me exit for 24 hours. Man, I can make them make me stay another day. And if I become a lifetime, listen, if you're a diamond member with any hotel, right? If you're a diamond, pay attention. If you're a diamond, you literally call choice. You tell them, I want to go to Santa Cruz. I want a car rental and I want a reservation at a 5-star restaurant. They're going to call you back in 2 hours. Booked your hotel, booked your reservation, all that shit. Laid out the red carpet for you.
Wow.
Absolutely. And when we get a diamond in the building, it literally tell you at the top. It said this person stays 60 days a year in a hotel.
So y'all see them, some of y'all scan them in like
we tell them like
give them all types of hospitality.
Like motherfucker be kneeling at them and shit.
Yes,
hey, you do though. Because them people, they gonna come back. They do this shit all year. You give them a reason to come back. Like for instance, with the Ark, I tell them about them building the Bethel Towers, and I give them like fun facts to make them come back. Because right now we just opened a new hotel right next door. Same company opened one. They just built one right next door to the Ark. So this year we hurting for rooms. Not really. Like last night we got 80 rooms. We sold 75. But maybe the next Night before that, we did 55. And their expectations, bro, I'm budgeted to sell 98% of my rooms this month in order to get a bonus. That's top notch. Because like I can't put you in a suit and tell you to stand on the highway and be like, stay in comfort suites.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Most people are local. You know what I mean? Obviously that's dangerous. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna literally step into traffic.
Right.
Pay me. What do you mean?
I always wanted to be one of them sign niggas.
I know.
I always wanted to flip that bitch up. You feel me? Catching me out of my back on the crib. I think I get niggas in there. You feel me?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So,
My arm's too short to sign flip.
yeah. You know T-Rex. Yeah. Trying to say,
I don't have that issue.
Me
I
either.
swear. We were talking about it today at my job. My wife, she's only 5 foot, and I'm 6'5", 6'4.5". Something.
Yeah,
I'm getting
you're
old. So I'm
trying-
trying, you know.
So you dunking on
But she like,
I ain't dunking.
What? You ain't dunking.
Are you?
No.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna meet you at the Apex Center.
Okay, Porzingis.
And I'm coming down like that.
Okay, Porzingis. Yama. I forget where we was going. We had a good time right there.
Yeah. Once he said he was gonna dunk on me,
My wife, man, she's only like 5 foot. So she'd be like going to grab something and she'd be like, hey, can you get this for me? And I always be like, let me see you try and get it first. She'd be so mad because I'd be like, she'd be like, see, I told you I can't. And I'd be like hitting her with the video and like feel like this is what happens when you never grow up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So you prefer short joints?
Huh?
You prefer short joints?
I mean, I dated one girl one time and she was taller than me and she kissed me right here and I was
Damn, she's Sunday.
But you can
Damn.
stand it up in that shit though.
yeah, I mean,
You
long
feel me?
legs is fun, but I mean, at the same time, like they always say, short girls are fun size.
Hey, she's Sunday.
And D, he quiet because his girl's short too.
Yeah, bro. You feel me?
I don't know, like height don't really bother me, but I mean, I love the fact that I got a little girl, so I got to pick her up. You know, I pick her up, it makes you feel like a man. You know what I mean? Yo, lady, like she thinks she overweight or whatever. I hold her with one damn arm, and she was like, oh, you put me down. You're hurting yourself, and I'm like, you're fine. Like, what you
Heard you. So with the hospitality shit going on, the 8 kids, the marriage, where the time at for the music?
You know, it's been slow lately, but you know, I wrote recently a song for my wife, and we, you know, put that out. We haven't put it out, but I, you know, find time like when I'm off to, you know, just find some time to write. But I got a lot of stuff written, but not a lot of stuff recorded right now. I had a lot of material out there.
Is the love gone?
For the music. Is the love gone for the music?
It's a hard world, man, because I've seen it almost like take off for real. Like I remember talking to, I don't know if y'all know who GT Shada is, but I was talking to GT Shada, who's a part of like the Wu-Tang affiliate. And we were trying to book him in Louisville. And I was working with his promoter, and it was going to be a couple bands to bring him down from New York. And the day before we were supposed to make the deposit, she flaked. She's like, I got a new adventure that I'm going to go on. What you mean? This is our opportunity. That's when we was doing the Battle of the Best. We was bringing out, we had this large competition. I had this crazy genius computer guy named Jeremy McAllister, man. Shout out to him. He could do all the things that you needed with like websites and stuff before you, what is that new website builder for that? But he knew how to do all the back work of that stuff, man. He was smart. So we was doing this. We had our website and we started this competition to push people to the website because the only way people could vote was on the website. So that would pull our traffic, you know, and, you know, we was trying to do a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When you get like that and you see like the intentions of people in music, like they would try to use you and abuse you for $5, like $5. Like, I mean, I love music and I've been thinking about a name change and then I'm just coming back hard, like at least one more album. But You know, I think the name Message is appropriate for where I want to go. Cause you know, like if you break down the word message, it says mess and age. And you know, I want to do like a last little album of like my message to like, you know, the world, my kids, my friends, like, cause you never know, tomorrow could be your last day. And that's how I live. You know, I prepare to die every day. So
Message. But why change the name though? Why not just name the album Message?
Keep your actual rap name. Boom.
You know, like I used to be Nasty Nate.
Right.
But I couldn't. If you was gonna really take off, that limits you. You could never perform in a church. You could never perform like, I mean, I guess you could, but the perception of people when you're calling yourself Nasty Nate and how that name came to be is so funny. But like, it kind of just stuck. And then when I tried to like actually come up with a rap name, people was like, no, your name is Nasty Nate for life. And then I finally was like, Nate, you know, not at all to be expected. That's something that I feel like you could really promote. You know, you could get 80-year-old people to come out to your show. You could get, you know, you could do a no age show. But if you've got Nasty Nate on the ticket, you think you can bring, people's going to bring their 6, 7, 8, 13-year-old kids to see Nasty Nate? I don't know, maybe.
In this generation.
I mean, this generation probably, but I was pushing.
The kids don't need their parents in this.
Yeah. I mean,
hey,
and also like my song for my wife is probably my best work yet. And I feel like when you take time away from music, you really find the ability to work on your craftsmanship from experience.
Okay.
You know, you take that longevity. But yeah, I've got plans for music coming soon. I don't really know what avenue I want to take because, you know, I went from being an artist and what kind of killed it was I went into promotions because I was like, you know, I always struggled a little bit with like freestyling. Like I could freestyle, but I couldn't really keep it going long enough to hold in a competition. Like I remember the first time I ever called somebody out in a freestyle battle, I showed up and choked, bro, like Eminem moment, like did not know what to say. It was just like
That's
that.
crazy.
And I was like, okay, like I have this love for music. I have this love for people. And I hate going to open mics for the mere fact you see all these talented people who deserve to be signed, that got the hunger and can't catch a break. So when you do that for so long, I remember going to Scandal Ruckus Man's fucking open night mic on Tuesdays at the Mad Frog in Clifton. That place ain't there no more.
Yeah, for sure. That's an iconic place right
Mad
there.
Frog,
bro,
you talking about that? You've been there, you know. I remember going there for a year straight, watching people like the Beige Team and Pride of Great, and like people like White Gold, and like all kinds of people just grow and grow and grow and never get nowhere, you know. And to this day, they still chasing music, and I'm like, man, like the shit I hear on the radio.
You want to know why a lot of niggas don't get nowhere?
Because they don't go nowhere.
They don't go nowhere. That's true.
That
is no, bro. That is 100% the reason why niggas don't get nowhere. People wonder how Soulja Boy got rich, bro, and got signed. It's because the nigga, the A&R said he went to Texas. He heard Soulja Boy. He went to Cali and heard Soulja Boy. He was in Tennessee
spending his
and
own
heard
money,
Soulja Boy
traveling the world.
When A&Rs go around the world and go around the United States and hear your ass everywhere, now they thinking like, man, who the fuck is this dude? Let's contact this dude. Now they spinning. A lot of niggas don't.
You gotta kind of push it down their neck.
But
too.
now in this era, bro, I wish when I was in love with music, bro, I was in this era like they got.
Oh, right.
Because,
like
bro,
TikTok.
I can reach a motherfucker, you mean over in Beijing or in Cali or here with my music.
In 5 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
You ain't even really got to go and pass shit out no more. You ain't got to mail shit by, tape.
But
none of that shit.
That's the difference in the groundwork too.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like nigga, Kanye literally stood in front of Def Jam for months, broke, drove from Chicago. You feel me? Literally for months. Game happened to walk out. You feel me? And then we get Ye. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Think about it. Did any of y'all watch the Wu-Tang movie?
Yeah, the TV show or the actual movie?
The TV show too. Either one of them.
I watched the first season of the TV show. I ain't seen the second
Man, them niggas literally spent every day of their life trying to make it, promoting.
Yep.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Literally.
Rap, wake up the next morning, promote.
Yep.
Rap, wake up the next morning, promote.
Yep.
Most of them niggas from Long Island, which a lot of New Yorkers say, fuck Long Island.
You said
feel
they
me?
ain't even New
New
York.
Yorkers. So okay, we not New York, so we about to go stand in Manhattan and play our shit all day.
Yeah.
In Times Square. So just if you don't think we New York, why New York rocking with us? You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of niggas, because I get what you're saying. Niggas is 40 still making local music.
Yeah.
And
It ain't traveling. It
Ain't traveling and ain't doing nothing.
nigga be like, man, it's a showcase in Atlanta, but I'm gonna go to the Mad Frog.
Yeah, like what?
The fuck?
Take that money that the Mad Frog gonna rob you of. Like I'll never forget. I messed with this promoter. I won't put him on blast, but I messed with him, and I messed with him heavy. But we was supposed to open for Crime Mob, and that was supposed. And it was back in the day, like when Crime Mob was really big.
I remember.
And we get there to the show,
they wanted a
and
food
for
train.
one, it was dead.
Yeah.
The show was dead. I'm like, Crime Mob? Are you kidding me? Next thing I know, undercovers everywhere. Somebody from Crime Mob, I don't know if it was their manager or what, because they kicked everybody out after that, but somebody was in handcuffs going to jail. So I don't know what that was about, but we didn't get to perform. We didn't get our money back.
And he didn't promote the show.
And it's like, he promoted it up until the day that everything went, but he couldn't have promoted it well enough because wasn't nobody there. And the crazy thing is, like, people try to get into promoters and then tell the artist they got to bring people. It's kind of sad if an artist can't bring nobody. Like, you got a girlfriend, a mom, a sister.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, if those people don't believe in you, damn. Like, I'm one of those people because, like, I'm the black sheep of my family, so I can't talk. But you got to be able to bring something to the table. But as the promoter, you got to bring something to the table too. Like you can't tell me you're gonna judge my career and tell me how to go somewhere, and you ain't never went nowhere.
If you a live promoter, bro, artists don't got to bring nobody.
Nah, the show gonna sell itself.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest, bro. And that's from being in the music industry and actually watching this shit, bro, and watching promoters and watching it and doing it. Bro, if you're a good promoter, bro,
You can bring the crowd. Like
artists don't gotta bring one person
absolutely.
because all you gotta do
then
is
as
you
a
gotta be
promoter,
able
you
to sell the show. If you can make a motherfucker feel like they gotta be in the building for that, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Right.
same way with music
Right.
too. Like not even the promoting side, just the making of the music side.
yeah,
Most people love music they can immerse themselves into. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like music is, first of all, a soundtrack to your whole entire life,
Absolutely.
but it's also a getaway,
Yeah.
a destination.
For
you
sure.
feel me? Like
yeah. can put that
everybody
music
got
on.
them joints that they can go to, and they know, like, man, I'm gonna get in the car right now because Shorty tripping. I know this gonna take me away.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hey, what's the first thing you do, like when you get into a fight with your girl and get in the car?
Play music.
Play music or call somebody, but like you're gonna play music when you get off that phone call.
Yeah.
Because that shit is a whole vibe. That shit is a whole energy. Like music is so important. I feel like it saves lives. I feel like music saves
It
lives
definitely
because if you give a white, black, Mexican, doesn't matter, whatever race you are, you don't give them something to chase, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Find the money, find the drugs, find the women,
Mhm.
find the trouble. You give them something to chase. It's like Jaylen Brown. You know what? He went out today, like he said, I'm a single man. That shocked me. You an NBA superstar playing in the finals, and you a single man, like you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no girlfriend, like
gay.
I don't know. But at the same time, like I ain't saying that I regret where my life is, but if I was my age right now, with the knowledge that I had right now, with no kids and no responsibilities, like I tell my friend Donovan all the time, bro, you could be anything. You got no kids, no wife, no responsibilities. Like you got a car, a place to live. Like you could go be the president. You have nothing stopping you. You got all the time in the world to campaign.
Yeah,
I mean, like, all the time in the world to campaign. Think about what you're gonna run on.
That's the thing. With all that time, come thinking about all the shit you don't get.
Yeah, he really want to start a family. Really want to have a kid. Like he's
especially
really jealous.
If all his homies do like that shit.
All his homies got
bro.
kids, and he don't understand. Like he call you up, like let's hang out, and it's like I gotta ask my wife. And he like what? And it's like you don't understand. That's why I can't hang out with like non-married people because like they don't understand. Like the wife, she run the shit. You know what I mean? Like period.
I don't go that far.
Yeah. I don't let her run my life, but it's
sing that song again.
I mean, as a man, you're supposed to lead the family, but at the same time, like a happy wife is a happy life. Like if your wife is happy, your day is gonna go so much better.
But you deserve happy house.
Happy spouse, happy house. Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you something. I forget who it was or what episode it was on, but me and Watt we had this same conversation on Let's Talk About It podcast, and I believe you 100% you're supposed to make sure your shorty good.
Absolutely.
You feel me? But our happiness has to be equal.
Yeah, you have to.
I want to see the same shit I'm giving you. If I'm giving you the happy, cheery, joyful nigga, don't turn your nose up every time I speak. You feel me?
Absolutely.
If you want to be this happy, mystical person that everybody, she's so happy, then make sure my face got the same smile.
You also gotta be careful though, because one thing that I struggle with is like I'm allowed to have a bad day.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But sometimes if my wife is having a bad day, it's like, why you being a bitch? Why you being an asshole? Like, why you being so moody? And like, it's hard, because like when they on the period, because
that females are emotional creatures.
But at the same time,
they got to learn to control it. But females are very emotional, bro. They don't take, like, we take emotion way different than females do.
Because men are raised to not have emotion.
Well, at the same time, true, it's time.
I was just about to say
what time you gonna be like, man, she going through her
emotion.
What time you gonna be like, she going through her shit? Let me let her go through her shit.
Yeah.
But right now, 5 years in, you like, shorty, you tripping.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hey, bro, that's some shit that I'm learning right now, bro. As a newly married man, bro.
Yeah.
Some days I'll be like, man, who the fuck you talking to?
Ready to be.
Bro, and then the next day, bro, I'll be like, you know what, man, she's just going through her shit, man. Let me sit my ass down and play my game.
Hey, my wife cold with it though, because she when I'm like upset or like she's upset, like she can just not speak.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
My wife called it
like,
that too.
I'm talking past you and you ain't saying nothing.
But I'm calling it that. Well, you know what? I take that back. I wasn't cold at that. My wife made me cold at that.
Okay. Well, she gonna make me cold at it, boy.
We get to argue and then she just be silent and shit. And I'm like, man, what's going on?
Yeah. Like
then I'll come back in the room like, you go say something. But now, guess what? I guess we won't hear nothing.
Hey, look, bro, wifey woke up this morning, nigga ain't say one word till me, walked outside, you know what I mean, was doing her little thing, letting the dogs out and shit, nigga. Walked back in the house, ain't say nothing to me. Guess what I did? Put my motherfucking pants and shoes on, nigga, and was like walking out the house. She was like, where you going? Hop right in the car. When I get back to the house, you want to have a conversation about it?
Yeah.
Let's talk now. We can talk now.
Yeah.
But you got to feel how that shit feels sometimes,
Don't be afraid to not say nothing.
Yeah,
because as men, we want to say something because we like, damn, is this shit fucking up?
Yeah.
That in our head, that's what we thinking. So we like, nah, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Nah,
it's so hard though. Like
it is.
When you've been through, you know, when my marriage went downhill, the last memory that I have with my wife is I'm getting ready to leave for work and go to Alabama after. I got her butt cheeks in my hand, wrapped around me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait for you to get home and beat this pussy up. And then I get to Alabama, and I'm like at 2:00 in the morning, I'm calling you like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this storm. You the one person in the whole world that I wanted to call and say, if something happens to me, I just want you to know I love you. That bitch was packing the house when this happened.
But you gotta look at it too, though. At that, and sorry, women, I know y'all gonna be mad at me saying this.
Oh,
but when it comes to deviousness,
they A1 at
they
that
way
shit.
better at it.
way better.
Shorty, this is what's ill about women. A chick will be cheating on you and how you sitting next to the nigga she fucking.
You ain't lying. I don't have that.
Man, that's the scariest thing in his life.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Like, I wonder if he knows.
You know what I mean? Now, when you if you got you ain't gonna never bring your side around your man.
Never. But I don't got a side.
But what you see what I'm saying? But a woman will sit you in the room with it. Is see the difference?
What happened?
The deviousness is at a whole nother level. We more of damn, we moved off emotion, we fucked up.
Yeah.
They more of I'm moving because I want to move, and he ain't gonna never find out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So her packing her telling you she love you while she packing was ultimate deviousness. She hung up with you and said, "Fuck that nigga."
She had
Well, why I'm saying that is because like it's hard, you know, like with my wife, it's like I feel like and it's gonna be for life. You know what I mean? Because that is like we had a 3-bedroom, double wide, 2-bath, cars, jobs, career, built this shit over time, and then you know, just your life to flash like that. You just start to appreciate life in a whole different manner. Like that's why I live for today.
Yeah, but then
like,
you also can't let people. You don't let people play with you no more, though.
I don't like. I can't
You know
let
what
you.
I'm saying?
I can only let you so close because when I say okay, this will tell you. My whole life, you tell people that you happy, you sad, you mad, you this. I literally, for the only time my whole life, told people I was broken. And it's crazy because, like, when you're broken, like, you start to tell yourself some crazy shit.
Now that's a fact.
Like, you start saying, like, my kids would be better off if I were dead. You know, like, my friends would be better off without my problems. You know, mental health is crazy as men. Like I was trying to say to you earlier, it's because, like, men are taught that they can't have their emotions. If you don't let your emotions out as a man, you are going to be a very scary individual. You are not, people are not going to enjoy your presence because you are just going to be a shell of yourself. I openly express myself to my wife and people without judgment. I don't care what nobody thinks about me anymore. I don't dress this way because of somebody or this shirt or I got this tattoo because I want to be cool or earrings or none of that. Because at the end of the day, I've learned that you can be so good to people. I mean, be once in a lifetime, and they value for you is what they could get from you. And it's like
everybody got a value for somebody, and it's different. You feel me? People don't understand.
I don't know how people live with themselves like that. I've been that person, but at this day and age, doing that for so long, like I sold weed for 7 years, and I was damn good at it. I got good people that looked out for me on product. I knew the scientifics of this shit. I was the only person around that could tell you the name, the potency, you know, where it derives from, all that stuff, because I felt like I was like Walmart. Like I got to be able to promote my stuff. I had it in mason jars and all this shit. But I felt like there was a time in my life where enough was enough. And if I continued on that life, I was going to go to jail for a period of time. I'm not scared to do the time. But at the same time, that's time that I'm gonna miss with my kids.
Don't nobody want to do the time.
I ain't scared of time. Guess what?
It ain't about being scared.
I am, nigga. Sure. I don't want to go to jail no more, nigga. You can't trick me away from my kids.
Do you think being an artist causes that though? Causes in that lifestyle?
I feel like I always tell people this.
Question.
I don't let my wife insult herself around me. I don't let her say she's ugly or fat or stupid or dumb. We say, take it back. And I literally ain't talking to you until you take it back, because the world is an ugly place, and the way things work, people don't understand.
And when it come out your mouth,
speak, it starts with a thought, right? You got a thought, and it travels, and it comes out of your mouth. But does it stop there? Most people think yes, but it don't. How do you know what you spoke was what you thought? Because you hear it, right? So then it travels back to your brain, and it says, I'm stupid. So really, when you say you stupid, you tell yourself that twice, but you're not giving yourself no compliments. You're not, you got to take little victories. I don't believe the world is a negative place as it is. I walk out my door and I'm going to be judged because I got a long sleeve shirt and basketball shorts on. That dude's a fucking idiot looking like a fucking melthead. So if people judge me for the stupidest stuff. You gotta speak positive. I preach it to my kids. You're gonna go through things, but the way to get through them is to speak positive about the victory that you're gonna have, that you already see. You gotta see it before it gets here. If you don't see it, it ain't never coming. How can you? That'd be like walking through the desert and being like, I know there's a bathroom 50 feet this way, but you don't see nothing. How do you know it's over there? So you gonna take that? You gonna take your last steps through that desert, chancing that it's at an 85-degree angle? There's a bathroom or a water fountain? No, I'm not. I'm
a human compass, though. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm a human compass. If I tell you it's a bathroom over there, nigga, it's a bathroom over there. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
Nah, I get it. I just know that, like, cause you make hip hop, right?
Yeah, hip hop, R&B, rap.
I just know that in the hip hop culture immersed with the black community, what it brings. Like, drill music is a lifestyle. You feel me? Reggae music is a lifestyle. Niggas who make reggae are living them lifestyles.
Yeah, that's
you feel me?
But your message
now the only difference is trap music ain't a lifestyle. Trap music has become a fad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because ain't no niggas really selling no dope no more.
No,
like that shit not realistic. Nowadays, most of the time, niggas is trying to scam. That's the biggest trap right now. A scam. You feel me?
That's my thing with music that's gonna sell is you got to preach something different. Motherfucker's been selling dope for 50 years. Like, what do you
the reason why that shit's still
not
around,
a leader,
though, bro, is because
you're not a leader. You can't be.
The image of the lifestyle is still there, bro. It ain't even about being. It's really just the image of the lifestyle.
I'm not gonna put something in my music that ain't me.
Oh, look, my hat glowing.
Oh,
see it on there.
Oh, when you came through the hallway, that motherfucker was on
so if it takes to be a trap rapper that I gotta sell drugs and disrespect women and disrespect my wife and like, rob people and shit, that's not me. I don't put stuff in my music that ain't me. Like, my last song was about my wife because that's me. My love for her is true. And, all the music that I've ever done, like, that's what I actually do. Like, when I sold weed, I rapped about selling weed, like,
right.
Now I would rap about, the lessons that I've learned. Now I'm like, I check you in and I check you out.
Check me out.
Like, no, but like, it's crazy that I went from, slinging sacks to, checking people into hotels. It's crazy to think that people used to look at me and be like, that dude's a drug dealer. And now they look at me and they're like, that dude's a general manager. So like,
what's one of the hardest things you ever had to do, I guess, in the hotel, just in life? Now, fuck the hotel shit. What's one of the hardest things, I guess, you ever had to do in the life?
Probably the hardest thing that I've had to ever deal with is parenting. I mean, but
damn, that's a good answer, because
like, I got a 17-year-old and I don't, like, I grew up in the system, so I ain't had no mom and dad as no example. Like, my mom and dad are in a nursing home. They ain't never taught me nothing about except what not to be. Like, I have a whole song about my past with my family. There's not a lot of positivity there. I mean, I have a better relationship with my brother this day than I did even 5 years ago, but there's a lot of love, hate there. And I would say having a 17-year-old daughter, that's the toughest thing that I ever been through, because like, you know, she's come to me recently with some, you know, crazy information, like, and you have to process that stuff as a father, like, and it's just something different every day, you know, something different every day. Like, you think raising a 2 and a 3-year-old is hard. Now, I didn't ever understand it. People's like, well, my kids is older. Wait till you have older kids. Well, you know, my daughter, she's one of the people that can go one of 2 ways right now. And I try to tell her, like, the decisions that you make today are going to affect you forever. If you go out there, she thinks she's a tough ass because she got into a fight in high school and she busted this girl's nose. And I'm like, but I watched the whole video. You can't fight. You know, you picked somebody that couldn't fight and you busted their nose. If you fought me or you fought somebody else, you gonna get a wake-up call.
Yeah.
So
everybody gonna win them all.
I done had my ass whooped a few times.
Everybody gonna win them all. You feel me?
But I guess the biggest challenge, other than parenting, since that's like a generic thing, is myself. Like, trying to keep, I feel like almost like a drug addict that ain't never been on drugs. Like, it is an addiction too. It is an addiction to want to sit at home and sell weed and make faster money than accepting a $50,000, $60,000 salary job and doing it legitly. It is hard to not, you know, think the way that I did before. I'm challenged all the time, you know, as a person that used to be somebody that only thought of themselves and would cheat. I tell my wife, I'm open with my wife. So, you know, I have struggles. You know what I mean? Like, when you have cheated before, it's like, oh, did you see that ass? Oh, did you see that? But it's crazy. I was listening to a song earlier, Dan and Shay, and they were talking about the house. You know, just because you live in a bigger house, that doesn't make it a better life. Like, people would see, oh, that motherfucker got a Mustang 2024. Oh, I'm going, you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you gonna leave your whole marriage of 18 years because dude got a brand new Mustang? Or like, you know, dude's a little stronger than your man, or dude runs a little faster than your man, or makes a little more money than your man. You're going to sacrifice that for.
Nah, bro, I got a saying. Before you get rid of the starter and bring a nigga off the bench, you better make sure you can play the starter minutes.
Man,
better make sure you can play the starter minutes, because if I'm putting up 40 minutes a game, 22 points, 17 rebounds, and this nigga come off the bench and give you 3 points, you feel me? Like,
you gonna be in a minute, you gonna be here for 5 minutes and back on the bench. You better get some water and get back in the game.
Nah, once you sub me out, man.
You sub back. That's what I'm saying. You sub me out.
You might as well trade me.
You sub me out for a bench warmer, nigga. Shit, you just gonna be living the bench warmer way. Yeah. Like what Drake say, I can have you in the court side, not the middle row. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. Cheating is how do you put that shit? I can see how it could be an addiction.
It is.
But the real addiction is the deception.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because this world is evil. Yeah, you know what I mean? Everything. Like, if you turn on rap music right now, what are they glorifying? Like everything that's evil. Yeah. Money. Because it don't matter by any means, you gotta get it. So if you got 5 bands in your pocket, I gotta come take it. If you got, you know, a $50,000 car, I gotta steal it. If you got a $100,000 house, I gotta move in. You know what I mean? Like, the world, it sets you up that way.
Yeah, because deception is a bad motherfucker. It's like cheating with deception is sometimes it ain't even about, you want to leave your girl or your girl want to leave you. It's just about doing something without a motherfucker knowing.
Yep.
You feel me? And then,
can I get away with this?
That's a fact.
I look at it like this: you just trading in one set of problems for another.
If it becomes problems, because most of the time, cheaters people who cheat don't end up with that motherfucker. Every now and then, it's that anomaly where they fall in love. other than that, most of the time, motherfuckers end up still with their spouse. You feel me? It's just I wanted to fuck, or she wanted. You know what I mean? Like that's the different perception of cheating. Everybody don't cheat to leave. Sometimes a motherfucker cheat just to get your car started back up. Like you know that, you know what I'm saying?
Ride, and then, you know, like I couldn't get nobody to answer, so I called my ex, and she was like, "Well, you gonna give me something for this ride?" And I mean,
you feel me?
But I feel like that's a no-go for me. Like if you cheat, it's over. There ain't no forgiving that. Period. To me.
But you said you was once a cheater. Has anybody ever forgave you?
I mean, I've asked for forgiveness. I can't say that if people forgive me. People feel differently. Like my exes have done some really fucked up shit to me. I don't hate none of them.
Have you ever cheated on any of your exes and they stayed?
Yes.
But you say if you get cheated on, it's slow for the pup.
But if you look at a relationship where you have cheated, every dynamic is different. You used to be able to leave and go to the store to get milk and be gone 10, 15 minutes. You gone 10, 15 minutes after you cheated, it only takes 6 minutes to get to the store. But you know what I mean?
Well,
like your time management and everything. And like, if I'm a GM, I get called in all the time. My wife, she answers my phone most of the time. But say like I took advantage of that situation and I went to cheat, right? And she found out. That could possibly cost me my bread because I got to argue with you for 20, 25 minutes about why I'm leaving in the middle of the night because my night order, I bet he did. I bet he did. You know what I mean? Like it just changes the dynamics. I feel like once you cheat on somebody, it's over. Because at the end of the day, if you fuck somebody while we're together, right? If somebody come to my house to kill me, you gonna lay your life down for me? You wouldn't even stay true to suck some dick or eat some pussy or because somebody had a fatter ass but somebody come in here ready to kill me. I'm gonna jump in front of that bullet. But who are you? You know what I mean? And I can't have nobody around me like that. Like we've got to be ready to go.
I don't know, man. I get what you're saying, but go ahead, what?
I think what he's saying that after cheating.
Yeah, he basically said like if a bitch cheat on him, he can't trust her with his life no more.
How could you?
I mean, I agree, but I don't. You feel me?
Right.
Like I said, it depends on the actual person. You feel me? And it depends on
you both want to make it work.
Yeah.
But
after
you gonna go through so much shit. Like
I've been there.
I never stay faithful to nobody.
But as a man, how you know you gonna treat her like that?
Because it make me feel so.
On you gonna be on the phone like this watching her location?
No.
All right then. So y'all might be able to get through it.
But I'm telling you, the minute that I found out, I would immediately walk away. There's no conversation we need to have. Period. The minute you put yourself in that situation, and I've got 100% evidence. I got you video fucking somebody.
Oh,
I ain't got no time to talk about nothing.
Video?
Video. I'm not gonna, you can come to me and be like, homie, I just seen your girl. I'm gonna believe my wife at first. You supposed to, but I'm gonna ask her about it. And if your story don't make sense, like you like, oh, we all just, you just everywhere. To me, there's something to investigate. And I'm a good investigator because I used to be a cheater. So I know all the, change the name in the phones from Barb to George, like I've been there, you know what I mean? But this is how I know. And I'll keep it short with you.
Hold on real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but I ain't gonna lie. My wife got a video. It's over.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. She agreed.
You not only cheated, but you let them take a
First of all, if your wife got a video, she making OnlyFans with that
man. We can't fix that.
How you fix that? I mean, other niggas done seen it.
How you fix
you
that?
ain't making a video. This is the thing.
Y'all might as well have an open relationship.
If you got your wife and y'all making a video, that's for y'all.
Right.
Absolutely. But you not making a video with a random to keep to yourself.
I don't feel like you talk your way out of that. Like,
tough.
you're
not making a video with a random.
You're sorry.
Yourself.
Y'all literally, y'all orchestrated this. Like, y'all directed this shit. Like, put your ass
First of
right
all-
here.
First
You know
of
what I
all,
mean?
y'all had a tripod.
They have a tripod or a third wheel that went in after. Like, what do you mean?
Like,
That's
But how I know, like, when my phone rings or I get a text, man, and my wife pick up my phone, I don't have to fucking watch. I could be playing the game and my wife's on the phone, and I don't have to worry about her getting in my head. My wife's Face ID's on my phone. If she wants to get into any part of my phone, she can. Because I'm gonna give her that respect. Because the minute you take that respect, I'm done with you. Period. I will walk away from my wife tomorrow. If that's what it came down to. And she knows that. She knows that there are certain things. We talked about it. We got a piece of paper. We did something that she's seen on Grey's Anatomy. We did sticky notes. And when we first got together, we put messages on these sticky notes like never leave. In the middle of a fight, you never get in a car and leave. Why would you? Because you should never be driving when you're emotional. You're not only risking your life, you're risking his life, and his life. You know what I mean? Like if you're crying, boo, you can't see. And if you're mad and somebody flicks you off, you're going to chase their ass. And you're going to catch an assault charge and get a year in jail because your girl pissed you off. Because she got a OnlyFans.
And you're gonna be in there going through it.
You're gonna be in there going through it like, baby, I swear I love you.
Listen,
you're gonna go through it regardless, though.
Yeah.
facts. 'Cause,
Different if you locked up, though. You know what I'm saying?
if she getting her black blue out on camera and you go to jail for a year, boy, she really going up.
I don't care if she's getting her dick. If she's sucking dick on camera, I'm done.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, shit,
Anything is you kissing a dude on camera, I'm done.
for real,
We
giving
can't
a nigga top
take
is
that
crazy.
back.
Oh,
Because shit,
on the cam too.
I don't give a fuck if it's on the camera or not.
Ooh.
Shit, nigga, they
Yeah.
giving a nigga top, nigga, when you coming home
It's
and kissing
so-
me.
Ooh.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, like did you wash your mouth out before you
It don't
came
even
home?
fucking matter.
If you did, like, and I told my wife, I told her when we came together, I don't give a damn who you fucked. I don't care. The minute we made it official, if you do anything with anybody else, that's where I'm concerned. Because I mean, if a girl been with 50 dudes or 5 dudes or 100 dudes or 25 dudes, what does it matter? She's yours. And if you-
That matters.
No.
Yeah. Let
Don't
a
matter.
bitch be with 100 dudes thinking I'm about to
Bruh.
wipe her up. You 100 dudes
don't
strong.
matter to you,
Your motherfucking inside is wrinkled.
bro.
I mean, how can I judge? I've been there. I got 100 bodies plus. You know what I mean?
That ain't the same.
And it is the same. What makes it different?
What makes it different?
What makes it
is-
different? Because her shit stretches and your shit stays the same.
No, what makes it different is because her pH balance off.
Oh my god! Listen,
You feel me?
I don't care.
You
My,
gotta care about
my wife
pH
is
balance.
my wife is a convicted felon.
What do that?
Should I care about that?
No.
That
Why?
ain't the same.
My wife ain't got a good credit score.
So what that mean?
Why you gotta care
you
about
don't care about a
shit?
woman's credit score?
Hell
But you
yeah.
care how many bodies she has?
Listen, absolutely.
Hell yeah,
I absolutely
I
care about her credit score.
Well, I was about to say, I thought you were
understand what's
saying like
going on.
you would care more about her body count. So
But
the
look,
girl
look,
had
I'm gonna keep it all the way G with you, bro.
700 credit
So-
score, but 100 bodies.
I
You're
can
gonna
get a
judge
car
out
out
of
of it.
100
I
bodies.
can
I
get
get
a
it,
car
I
out
get
of her and be 101.
Yeah, you feel me?
What?
I mean,
I
bro.
don't. I'm
100 bodies is
Listen,
dead.
100
we
bodies.
gotta
Sorry, bro.
experience this shit.
Nah,
you gonna crack
yeah.
you gonna crack a girl.
Experiences.
Look, check me out, bro. Check me out. All right, so she
100 different
so
niggas
she's
is
25
crazy.
with 100 bodies, but she started having sex at 16. 100 bodies by 25 is not outrageous to you,
That's
No, because I had 100 bodies by then.
bro. But it's different as a woman, bro.
that
Yes,
pH
bro.
balance gone.
Look, bro. Listen.
That
Right.
motherfucker
All right. Let
like
me say
fish
this, bro.
grease.
Right now, as a 35, 36-year-old man as you are, bro, that's the reason why you don't see a difference, because now that you've experienced life and you've grown up, you've seen that, oh, I've got 100 bodies. Why do I care that she has 100 bodies? That's why you don't care now, bro. But
You
nigga,
would've
at
gave a
25, bro, if you found out the chick that you fucking with got 100 bodies, bro, you can't sit here in my face and tell me you're not
First
going to
of
give
all-
a fuck that bitch got 100 bodies. Nigga, we used to be like, what? She got 10 bodies, bro? God damn.
But it is
God damn, she got 10 bodies. But now, realistically, bro, she 30 years old and got 10 bodies. She started having sex at 16. That's different. But she's 30 years old and got 100 bodies, bro.
100 different.
You low key,
100 different.
you low key can't take nothing serious at that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like what?
That's kind of what he said.
So you mean every time, like, bro, listen.
You got 100 different girls that you've slammed, and she let 100 different dudes slam her shit.
Man.
The only thing that's different is you know that a vagina ain't nothing more than an inside-out penis.
I mean, yes, it's bro.
Literally all it is. So it's the same thing.
Man.
If you got 100 bodies, I don't care if you got 100 bodies, and if that gets my heart broke a million times, which it won't, because like I'm
right.
A motherfucker would say this for life, but I'm gonna make this clear.
Talk your shit.
I've had love in my life, but I've seen a lot of non-love in my life. So I told my wife, you are it. I don't need a threesome. I don't need a menage. I don't need to run a train on 10 bitches to be happy in my marriage, okay?
Which is cool. We understand that, bro.
But if something was to happen to my marriage, I'm done. Like, I want to find them, fuck them, forget them. I'm so serious. Like, there's nothing. I don't have nothing left because I've given it all to my wife since day one. I've been trying to give her everything. So when it's over, like if she died, I'm not moving on. If she decides that she found something better, great for you. I'm gonna go chase this money. I'm gonna go chase a title. I want to be something that I can't even pronounce in some country that I can't pronounce, making decisions for numbers that I can't pronounce. You know, that's where I want to be. So if my wife got 100 bodies, I don't care. To this day, I've never asked my wife how many bodies she has. To this day, I don't care, because if she been with 99,000 dudes, is she ready?
She's ready. You want to know why? You want to know why you don't? But you want to know why you don't care? You want to know why you don't care? Because you never had that conversation before you fell in love, bro. I don't care what you say, Nate. I've known you for a long time.
You ready?
Listen, I don't care how long. I don't care how long I've known you. I don't care how long I've known you, bro. The only reason why you don't care about her body count is because you didn't know, or you didn't ask, or it never came up before you fell in love with her, bro. If you were still in the talking stage and you found it, bro, yes, you would, bro.
Okay, let me tell you why, though. And then I'll let you have the whole rebuttal. I'll shut the hell up. Okay. I'm the type of dude that I need a woman to give me a second chance from the get-go, because people know me. My name floated around. I'm sure my wife heard my name somewhere.
Nasty Nate.
Nasty Nate, whatever. You know, I'm a convicted felon.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 baby moms, 5 kids, you know, and I've cheated on somebody before. And I've called a woman a bitch, a cunt, a whore, a slut, a dumbass. You know what I mean? So I'm asking this person to not judge me as who I used to be. So if I'm asking her to not judge me as who I used to be, how can I judge because she has 100 bodies? If you're telling me that you love me and I feel it, and maybe you have said that to 100 other dudes, and maybe you don't know what love is, but I felt something in my wife differently. So I've given my wife everything and every chance to break my heart. And if she chooses to do that, then I've lived and learned. You know what I mean?
And that's cool. And and again, bro, the reason why you don't care about her body count is because it never came up before you loved her. Bro, you fell in love with who she was. So all the extra shit all the extra shit that comes along with your wife, it didn't matter after you fell in love with her, regardless of what it is, because you loved her.
Should it?
After you are in love with her, no, bro. Because then after you cross that barrier or that line with somebody and you chose to love that person for who they are, I understand why having 100 bodies doesn't matter. But you didn't know that before you fell in love with her. So that's the reason why you choose to deal with her past, because you've already fell in love with her. But bro, we're not going to sit here and act like if we're in the talking stage, I ain't going to second guess that your ass got 100 bodies if I find out, bro. Nigga, I'm not about to play with my dick like that. I don't play with my
probably not going to take you as serious.
But see, hold on, time out. Hold on. You can't say that, because you said if 100 bodies don't matter, then taking her serious. No, bro. Either you can or you can't. That's what I'm saying.
It's not going to be a deciding factor.
So look, check me out. Before you fell in love with her, You did not know any of her past history about bodies and shit. You've seen her at work. And I'm just saying, check because you know the people around her. Right, so you know a little bit about her, bro. But let's say this is a random girl that you really didn't know. You just met her on the humble, and then y'all's talking stage, you start finding out that she got 100, 120, 150 bodies, bro. You're gonna start second guessing this situation, bro. And I'm telling you, this as men, that's how it is, bro. Because we hold women here, bro.
Those text messages go ahead.
We hold women here, bro, as men. When we meet women and we start liking women, we hold women here as men. And then their value, or when you start finding shit out about them, bro, that value starts going down, bro.
I feel like that's womanizing, though. I feel like how can you? I'm gonna run it even deeper though. Like, okay,
hey, so
you can have 100 bodies, but she can't.
That's just it, though. Hold on, that's just it, though. I respect myself enough not to even have 100 bodies. No. I can sit here and tell you. Listen, I can sit here and tell you, damn near every bitch that I've slept with. You feel me? Because me as a man, I don't play with my dick like that.
Well,
so, bro, I'm saying this. If I ain't got 100 bodies, or if every time
that's
I go
a different conversation.
No, it can't be though.
Again, if you ain't got to 100, and the girl says that she's at 100, but look, that's a different story.
So say she had 100 bodies, but you don't know she got 100 bodies. Say you don't know she got 100 bodies. You fell in love with her, or you're talking to her, right? But when you go out somewhere and you see your homie, damn, oh, what's up? Nicole, damn, how y'all know each other? Oh, bro, I used to fuck with Nicole, and you go over here to Steve. Oh, what's up, Nicole?
It's all about how the energy that she has about him. But you're not going to the store like, oh, hey, how you been?
Which is cool.
Bitch, what? Bitch, what?
Which is cool. Which is cool, bro. But when you start figuring out, like everywhere you go, bro, it's a nigga that you know that's connected to this woman, bro. It changes a little bit, bro. Just like you said,
it makes uncomfortable situations.
It changes a little bit. So you gotta really be in it for the like you said. You didn't really know too much, or I say you don't know that your woman has 100 bodies because you fell in love with her already.
My understanding of it was that though, I'm understanding that I'm at 100 bodies, and she's at 100 bodies. I can't judge her.
Cross the shit out.
If she like at 200, I'm at 100.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Hell yeah, like bitch,
I'm gonna tell you this.
You got more work than me, and I've been busy. Like I can't take nothing you say seriously.
And I'm gonna answer your question because you said you can have 100, but she can't. If she say I don't want to fuck with you because you got 100, I respect it.
Yeah.
Facts.
And she say, I got 100, I don't want to, because she got to respect it if I say, oh.
But to simply say, I can't fuck with a woman that has 100 bodies is like saying that women aren't just as important as men.
No, like no. Because if we change it around, let's say we change it around
to Robert.
No, listen. Say we change it around.
I just changed it.
I got 100 bodies. She got 20 bodies. I'm telling you right now, when she go into the playing field to talk to you at 21 or 21 days and y'all talking, and every time she bring up one of her friends and her friends are connected, you done struck one of her friends and she know you got 100 bodies, bro, your value comes from here down here, bro. It's human beings, bro. Like, it's just like with women, like, we cherish women, bro. As men, it's hard, sad to say, but when we like a woman, we cherish women, bro. Yeah. And when you start finding out a lot of shit about this motherfucker, or she done been with this person and did this, bro, value starts to decrease, bro. All of that extra shit don't matter after you fell in love with her. If that's when you start finding this shit out, I get it.
That's why I say what he's saying makes sense.
Yeah,
because he's saying like he never even asked her them questions,
and then sometimes you don't ask
deciding factor in his relationship.
And I feel that 100%, which is why I said all of the extra shit don't matter because you've already fell in love with her. That all that extra shit that people usually worry about. Bro, you got to think about it. Y'all fell in love and got married immediately.
My thing was that I thought we were saying that if I got 100 bodies and she got 100 bodies, I can't go.
No, I was saying just for me, period.
I don't even feel like I need to have that conversation with you because I'm not gonna judge you. My wife's a convicted felon. I don't judge her and think like, oh, bitch is a goon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
she got a pass. You know what I mean? She been with 100 dudes. Okay, you like the fuck. So do I. You know what I mean? Like, but
that's
how
cool,
you make me feel the minute we start talking, you better not be that 100 dude bitch. You better not. Because the minute you make that decision, I'm done.
Well, I'm gonna let you know this right now. In the first 21 days, a bitch done struck 100 niggas, bro. She's.
I mean, I get it.
Well, I'm gonna let it be known like this, bro.
I get both sides through. Like, you got 100 bodies, she got 100 bodies fucking. So what?
Yeah.
I get it. Like
relationship wise, though, with me mentally, it'll probably never work.
Right.
My point.
I mean,
my point.
You gotta
if it's just on some sex shit, that's different. Because in real life, men don't look at sex the same way women do. Men look at, if you single, you looking at sex as just sex.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And you value the different ways that you get as a single man. You value the difference in it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, when you single, a bitch can have 200 bodies. If you strap up, it's different. But if we saying we getting married and everywhere we go, a nigga know you,
it's hard
it's
for me,
borderline. Bro. For most men, you know what it is? Being embarrassed.
Yeah.
To be real with you, it's being embarrassed. It's niggas who be like, man, damn, you know that nigga too? You know that nigga too? Now you looking at it like niggas looking at you.
Yeah.
Like, damn, ain't wife and her? What are you doing with her? You feel me?
And plus, for real, that's just put you in a position, like, you know what I mean, a beef with mad shit. You know what I mean?
Because you never know what niggas be on.
Yeah.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch her phone, watch her moves, and then it be your homie and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Your homie.
Man, yeah, bro. I definitely understand where bro coming from. The 100 bodies don't matter. I feel like after you done fell in love with her and you figure it out, bro, then cool, bro. But if we in the talking stages and I feel you got 100 bodies, bro, I'm cool, bro.
Bro, what's your sign?
Like Scorpio.
So you October or November?
October.
Yeah, so that's the thing with him. You feel me? He can be emotionless to certain shit.
I literally can. My dad was.
You feel me? Opposed to like me, a Sagittarius, shit play in my head like a movie. You feel me? Like, damn, they was a little too friendly today.
Yeah, see, I'm fucked up, my nigga.
And I'm here to keep it a bean. You feel me? Yeah. I'm here to keep it a bean. Like, certain shit to me has a long-lasting effect to other people who might not even give a fuck about it after the next 30 seconds. You feel me?
Right.
But me being a Sagittarius, it go in here and it'll sit here
and stew
over and over and over until I figure out what the fuck going on.
For sure.
I'm not afraid to figure out the movie.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess that's where it is, bro. You know what I mean? Them 100 bodies don't matter to you because you emotionless to that shit.
Like, I just know that I believe in the betterment of people, and some people have lost sight of that.
Mm-hmm.
I will see the better side of anybody just meeting them until you show me a sign that says
otherwise.
And which I feel that.
Yeah, I don't judge the book by
like, look, bro, I'm not saying like if you got 100 bodies, we can't be cool. You feel me? I'm just saying that if we got 100 bodies, it ain't going to.
Hey, bro, just because she got 100 bodies doesn't mean that
God made 100 billion. Man, God made 100 billion women, bro.
I just said if my wife was at 100, I couldn't tell when we smashed the first time.
Look, all right.
So I don't know where she at.
Yeah.
I just know I was shocked to get a beautiful girl, and I go in there and I'm like, wow, like
I mean,
okay,
bro, we all got,
you know what I mean? And so I was like, tell me what I need to know. If I would have fell in, I'd have been like, maybe I should have asked this girl how many dudes and how long it's been. Like, did you just get fucked yesterday? Because like I just felt like I had plenty of room in there, and I should have. I'm glad. Listen, funny story. My mom was told I was going to be a girl when I was born. My name was going to be Natalie. When I came out, I had a penis. So they actually grabbed the Bible because they didn't know what to name me. Like all the clothes they had was white, pink. Yeah. You know, they prepared for a girl. And they grabbed the Bible, flipped it open. Nathaniel was right there. That's how I got my name. The meaning means a gift from God. And I'm grateful for my name. But that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, life is crazy. Like, just to think that.
You saying if you was a girl, you would be sorry if a nigga judged you off having 100 bodies.
I mean,
that's what you just said.
Hey, I know why God did not make me a woman.
Because you would have had 100
Because
bodies.
I'd have been a conniving trick. Like that's exactly what I'd have been. I would have took your baby and I would have got on Section 8 and I'd have lived forever. You know what I mean? Like I'd have been fine. Like,
damn.
I don't know.
Damn.
Like, that would have been my goals in life. So I'm glad that God made me a man and I'm able to, you know, look at life the other way. You know what I mean? Like I feel like men got it tough, but women got it tough too. Like, and that's
women got it tough 100%. I'm not. So this is the thing. I'm not speaking on like what women go through on a reg, because outside of sex, women go through way more than a lot of motherfuckers. You feel me?
Absolutely.
But in the bedroom round, you know, the number one and the oldest profession in the world is selling pussy. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm a dirty person.
Growing up, I was born in 82.
Born in 87.
So growing up in the 80s, early 90s, it wasn't a value. Like my uncles and them, they didn't give a fuck about women. You feel me? Not in the sense of like they didn't want to be with them. It was like, man, that bitch a hoe. You feel me? Like, so seeing how niggas valued women back then compared to how I value women, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's totally different.
Totally different.
You feel me? Like back then, a bitch with 100 bodies wouldn't just wouldn't even have blinked the eye at being with the bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, a bitch with 100 bodies, the value
is down.
Yeah, and it's strictly because everybody want to be in a relationship.
Yep, and they want to know that's mine.
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I mean? And if you've been with 100 dudes and you telling me that's mine, that's mine, I got a hard time believing that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna pull the bar out and you can stand. What? I'm gonna pull the bar out and I'm gonna put a mic back there and you're gonna be able to stand behind the bar.
Fire.
With a hijack. You hear me?
Fire.
You might as well.
Nah, yeah.
Oh, real quick though.
New shit?
Nah, this my mom. So you remember Carla brother Asher?
Okay.
Yeah, man. And wifey surprised me the other day with this.
And guess what?
From my, man. Shout out to my mom.
That's why you need good women in your life right there.
No, look, this is the thing. I am the guy who 100% value women. My mom, I knew my dad. I love my dad. He was a good dad. Nothing bad to say about him. But my mom was a single mom. You feel me? And the value of women through the roof with me just because of her alone, just because I watched her do everything she can to make sure we looked and played and did everything that everybody else did, even sometimes when she didn't have it. You feel me? So I value women to a whole nother level, man. I'm a realist, man, or a Q-sent attachment. Oh, Lord.
I'm getting ripped right now. I gotta go.
You are?
Yeah.
All right, so before we get out of here, bro,
Nate.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, Nate, man, tell the people, man, what you got coming. You said you got the album coming.
Yeah, I mean, got music coming. Got music kind of stored. It's coming soon. Kind of gonna hit it all at once. Stay tuned. Yeah, I always tune into the lounge. What?
Yeah, 100%.
This was what's up. This was what's up.
Shout out to Nate, man.
Yeah, that's my
dog. That was good. That was good conversation. Good vibe.
Nah, yeah, that's gonna go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's some good material.
You gotta have the real conversations with the guests.
I was kind of like, what the hell are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, I told you we had found it, bro.
Yeah.
I told you, bro.
You gotta love debate going every day. How the fuck are you gonna tell see that? I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
You know it's
That's
all
what's
love.
it.
That's what makes shit, though.
That's what make that shit.
Yeah,
It make this shit. You feel me?
absolutely.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Uh,
I definitely share it. I told him, man, if you guys got any promotional material, let me know.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not a
definitely told me that,
hater.
yeah.
I'm somebody that supports anybody trying to do anything.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot you some shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you some clips on probably Monday night after I make the clips. It's gonna come out Tuesday morning.
You ain't tell people how to find you.
Yeah, tell the people how to find your music, Nate, before you get out of here.
Absolutely. You can go on SoundCloud. If you look at www.soundcloud.com/not-at-all-to-be-expected. There you'll find me.
Heard you,
Absolutely.
bro. Next time you come through, bring some music for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, let us hear some tracks off that new album you got coming.
Okay.
You know, you always welcome here. Good conversation.
Absolutely.
Y'all already know what the fuck time it is. It's the motherfucking lounge.
It's the lounge.
We got my mom in the building with us. She been chilling.
Oh,
She
yeah,
probably
facts,
like, oh, these niggas ain't shit. Yeah, I mean, we got y'all ain't see WAP right across the hall. Y'all ain't see WAP, but WAP, put your face in the camera. Let the people know. We gonna change the lounge up since WAP off on Saturdays, man.
Yeah,
we gonna pull
you good, Skeezy.
we gonna pull the bar forward a little bit, and WAP gonna stand behind the bar. You know what I'm saying? And be the third member. We gonna see how it works. It depends on that gray patch on his head, though.
Great patch fire. I'll get so
Yeah, that nigga got to keep that great patch.
Hey, they love the gray.
Shout out to you, WAP.
All
Shout out
right,
to Nate, man. Great conversation. Shout out to Sleep. He looked
Nate
like
fucked that up,
into
though.
it. Yeah, Nate went crazy.
They went crazy.
That's my nigga,
I
bro.
know it.
We'll
That's
see
my
y'all again.
motherfucking
I
dog.
can tell you always just how you was
Bro,
debating
that's why I'm like, bro, you know but bro, that's my that's my nigga, bro. He like,
cool though. I'll say
yeah,
right there. I listen
yeah,
to him
that's
all
my
day.
nigga
Cool.
for sure.
He gave us the game, one motherfucker in the hotel. That's
Right.
you.
Yeah,
Hey, we gone.
Gone.
yeah, we out.